Oh. Look. I trust Howie Roseman. I trust him. I know we're trying to get younger, but this hurts, man. It hurts. It hurts, bro. I want to thank C.J. Gardner Johnson, a great leader on this football team. You don't go to 2 Super Bowls without C.J. Gardner Johnson, man. And, everybody in the comments on Twitter sitting there saying he wasn't a good say, stop, okay? Stop it, all right? Because let's remind everybody, C.J. Gardner Johnson has been to 2 Super Bowls with the Philadelphia Eagles, okay? So all this nonsense about he's not a good safety, shut up, okay? I'm sick of every time a player goes, we want to trash the player. We want to forget what this player does. C.J. Gardner Johnson's a good safety. Let's not act like C.J. Gardner Johnson has not been to 2 Super Bowls with the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, to be said, the reason why I don't like this trade, because you really didn't get nothing bad for him. You traded for him. And listen, do I think the Eagles will be fine? Do I think our season's over? No. Season I think it's just begun, and I'm telling you right now, this is the best draft that Howard Roseman has to have. If you don't ace this, I'm looking at you with a sideways, my head sideways, because I don't like this move for one reason. You lost a good secondary piece. And I don't care about, well, he has an attitude issue. Listen, bro. So should we get rid of A.J. Brown because he's an attitude issue? Should we get rid of Jalen Carter because he's an attitude? Shut up, okay? I don't care about attitude issues. They did not trade him because of attitude issues. When you look at the situation, it looks like it was because of money. But I still think you could have restructured money. You could have restructured Jalen Hurts' money. But I get it. I get it's a business. But you can't tell everybody how they feel. I know there's a lot of people in the comments who are, well, C.J. Gardner Johnson, we act like he's Brian Dawkins. No, we're not acting like it's Brian Dawkins. But at the same time, you can't tell me how I can feel. Don't tell me how to feel about a player that put his heart and soul on this fucking team for the city of brotherly love. C.J. Gardner Johnson was the heart and soul for this team. And it's crazy how we just been in this situation. There's rumors going around that we want to give Sidney Brown a shot. I hope that's not the case. Please do not think that Sidney Brown is the answer. He's not. I'm going to tell you right now, if we have Sidney Brown and Reed Blankenship back on the secondary once again, it will be 2023 again. The only reason I think they traded C.J. Gardner Johnson is 2 things. Number one, they have a plan, and that is either get into safety in this draft, which means I don't think the Eagles are going to stay put at 32. I think they're using those picks to move up, whether it's for Starks, Malachi Moore. Those are only 2 that I like at that safety. I know there's a lot of people trying to throw the underrated safety no one's talking about. No. It either got to be Georgia or Bama safeties that I want. I don't care about any other safeties. Those are the 2 that I've been fan favorite of. I think Starks has so much upside, but I think Malachi Moore is just as you can't go with either one. You could go with either one. Because if you don't get those 2, then what do? I don't want Justin Simmons. I don't want Justin Reed. Don't even bother bringing them here, okay? Because if that's the case, I'd rather keep C.J. Gardner Johnson. Justin Reed, no, I'm good. Justin Simmons, I heard he might. I don't want him. You know what I'm saying? Then you talk about well, I don't know if I want to come in. Then don't come here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want these guys here. One's old and one's about to be 29. No, I don't want that. We traded a 27-year-old for and let me get this right. All right, let me read the trade deals, and we're going to talk about it because this trade, when it first happened, I'm like, This is a meme, right? This is a joke, right? We didn't just trade C.J. Gardner Johnson, right? Because we just got him back. Why? No way. And I'm like, holy shit, we actually did. And I was so pissed earlier. If I came on live stream earlier, I would be saying things that I don't say. Like I was saying stuff like I hate Howie, but then I'm like, no, let's calm down, Easy One. Let's calm down. Let's think about it. What is the plan? What's the plan? What's up, Vic? What's the plan? What is the plan for why we traded C.J. Gardner Johnson? What is the plan? Because if the plan is Sidney Brown being the starter, then that plan needs to be thrown out the garbage. Because we already saw that plan, and it was 2023, and that did not look like a plan to me. What is your plan to trade a guy like that? What do you get out of trading? And not only that, let's look at the details, because not only you traded C.J. Gardner Johnson, you didn't get anything back from him. Okay? So the Philadelphia Eagles are training Eagles are training safety C.J. Gardner. They should say Eagles are training star Super Bowl champion, because I like how they just say Eagles are training safety. No. Star Super Bowl champion C.J. Gardner Johnson, the leader, the heartbeat of this defense. Okay, I don't care what Slay says. Slay's an idiot. Okay, for Texas exchange for guard Kenyon Green, who's a bust, by the way, hasn't played a full season, I don't believe, dealt with injuries. Okay, now Stout think he can work with them. That's the upside. The other thing that I don't like about this trade is you didn't get anything back from him. If I'm trading a C.J. Gardner Johnson, I need a player back, or I need, like, you know what I'm saying? So this is about more likely picks, because I don't think Kenyon Green is a starter. I don't. I still think you need to draft offensive line. So not only that, you're looking in this season, right, in this draft, you need defensive end, you need corner, you need safety. Okay. You might need another running back because it looks like you're not. I mean, do you want to bring Miles Sanders back? I don't want Miles Sanders back. He fumbles too much. He's inconsistent. And he cried the last time he didn't get the ball. I don't need him. And then he would be back in the same situation he is in college behind Saquon Barkley. Okay? I'd rather keep a guy like Shipley as a number 2. But knowing the Eagles, they will draft a running back maybe the 4th or 5th round. So you look at it. You need running back, cornerback, safety help. Now you lost C.J. Gardner Johnson. I mean, I don't trust Sidney Brown. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people who think Sidney Brown can be. I don't see that. I see a dip guy. I don't see a starter. I don't look at him and say he can be a starter. I don't see that. I don't see. That's why I was so high up on getting Javon Holland. Well, a lot of people get mad at me because I said I don't know if C.J. Gardner Johnson would be staying. Because if you lost C.J. Gardner Johnson, you signed Javon Holland, you wouldn't be in this situation. But now you're in this situation where you don't have a safety. I don't care about Sidney Brown. Don't tell me about Sidney Brown or Reed Blankenship. We saw how that worked out in 2023. How did that work out? Not good. Okay? It's not a coincidence. C.J. Gardner Johnson's your heartbeat of your defense. And you traded one of your best superstar, not superstar, but your best secondary pieces. Slay wasn't the big fact of losing. That was CJ. Same in 2022. When you lost CJ, your defense fell apart. Your offense couldn't score a lot of points. And I'm hoping that Howard Roseman doesn't take a look, or Fangio, one of those two, say, you know what, we're fine. And I don't think that we're going to go in and say, you know what, Sidney Brown's our guy. No. But it's like, I'm hoping that this is in another repeat of 2023 where we try to overhype ourselves, trying to think that CJ ain't the answer. We try to get rid of him, and then we realize, oh, shit, this time, we fucked up. Well, this time you can't get him back. Because if you think Houston's training him back to Philadelphia, it ain't happening. Where the Lions, you were banking on him getting injured and maybe coming back for a season. You traded and people who don't think CJ is an impact player, number one, you don't know football. Number two, you clearly weren't watching the games as I was. And number three, you clearly just a moron who clearly just talks out your ass. Because C.J. Gardner Johnson, it's not a coincidence that you made 2 Super Bowl appearances with him on that field. Whether you like his attitude or not, I could give a shit. C.J. Gardner Johnson was the heart of that defense. So now you need another safety. I need at least the Georgia safety or the Alabama safety in that building by the draft. If those two are not in that building, we draft some 4th round safety out of Purdue or something like, I'm going to lose my shit. I'm telling you right now. because you don't trade a safety unless you are going to be actually aggressive of moving up to get a guy like Starks. And that's the only way I see the Eagles doing this, if they're moving up to take Starks. I don't care what people have to say. I'm not like these other Eagles YouTubers are going to kiss the Eagles' asses. No, I'm going to be real with you. Right now, when you look at the free agency and you look who has a better team right now, it's the Washington Commanders. You lost a good piece on your secondary. Right now, the Commanders have the edge right now. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? They got a safety. We don't got a safety. We're banking on Sidney Brown, a 1-year rookie season. And then he got hurt. And since then, he's been on special teams? Was he even the starter last year? You know what I'm saying? I love how Eagle fans want to say, well, Sidney Brown, I trust him. You do? Because I don't. I don't trust Sidney Brown. I don't trust Reed Blankenship on that field. I understand people want to say Reed Blankenship. I'd rather trade Reed Blankenship. I understand you wouldn't got that much. I don't care. Who did we get? You essentially swapped picks and got a bust guard who's never played a full season, injury prone, but you want to try out guys. And this is not about the guard. I don't think they brought Green and said, you know what, he's a starter. I think they wanted to swap picks because they look. I don't think they trade C.J. Gardner Johnson unless they think the safety market in this draft has some upside. I don't think they trade C.J. Gardner Johnson. They don't think they're going to move up. The Eagles are moving up. Now, for what safety, I don't know. I'm hoping it's for Starks or it's for Malcolm Moore. If you don't move up and you just wait and you let these two safeties go, then I'm going to sit back and like, bro, what the fuck are we doing? What is your plan? Now, I got to trust Howard Roseman because Howard Roseman is the best GM in football. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. One has been to, 3 Super Bowls. So I know how he has a plan. But that doesn't mean I have to agree with that plan. And just because Howard Roseman is my GM does not mean I have to agree with every decision he makes. I would not trade C.J. Gardner Johnson. I wouldn't. I don't care. You can restructure his deal. He would have restructured. I truly believe it. And I'm hoping it's not because of him and Slay's situation. I hope you didn't trade a player because you were in your feelings. No, that's bitch shit right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping it's because of money. And it looks like the reports are it's about money. But if it's about slaying that situation and you didn't like what he said, then that's bitch shit. That's pussy shit. That's faggot ass shit right there. I don't care about his locker room issues. He's a winner on that fucking field. He's a winner in that locker room. And I don't care about his mouthy attitude. I don't care. When did we become soy boys? Were we going to say, well, this player is too emotional? Shut up. What you want, a J.J. Arcega-Whiteside type safety? At the end of the day, C.J. Gardner Johnson was the heart of her secondary. And when I look at this trade, right now when I look at it, I don't like it. And I'm trying to get myself composed. I know I'm emotional. You damn right I'm emotional. I'm a damn Eagles fan. And if you look at every Eagle fan's reaction, they're emotional too. They're emotional too. If you're not upset about this trade, then you clearly weren't watching 2023. Or you just became a fan today. Because I'm sorry, Sidney Brown has played 1 year of football for the Philadelphia Eagles. Who knows if his knee will be the same? You need another safety in this draft. I don't care what people have to say. I'm not a fucking stat dude that goes, well, Sidney Brown has showed a lot of potential. Yeah, I'm going to sit there. As my guy, as the saying says, I'm not going to sit there and say it's raining and piss on your leg and say it's raining. That's just not going to work like that. You don't fly around with me with that. If we don't get Starks or we don't get Malcolm Moore, then I'm going to say, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? What is your plan? Because those are the best safeties in that draft. I looked at the other safeties. I'm not a fan of them. The 2 best safeties, we better get one of each. We better get one of them. I don't care if it's Moore or Starks. One of them better be in the Eagles uniform by draft day. I don't care. You dug yourself in that. Now you got to fix that situation. You wanted to trade C.J. Gardner Johnson, Howie? Fix it now. Fix it. I don't care if it's about money or not. If you think that CJ Gardner Johnson wasn't part of your future plans, then give me someone who will be just like CJ that will not cost us a downfall. Because when I look at CJ Gardner Johnson, it's not a coincidence. Everywhere he's been, they made to the NFC Championship games. And if you don't think Houston got better today, let me tell you something. Houston got better today. Houston is getting a heart and soul of our defense with a great secondary over there. They just made the playoffs last year without wide receivers on their team. Okay. Houston's going to have a great defense. Their defense is nasty over with D'Amico Ryans and all that. Dude, I'm looking at it like, Howie, did you get fleeced a little bit, bro? Because that offensive guard you brought in is trash. It's not an upgrade. This dude was terrible for Houston. C.J. Stroud was sacked the most out of any other quarterback. And you bring this bum project for C.J.? No, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. I can't sit there and say, you know what? Yeah, CJ's not an impact player. Who cares? No. I can't say that. And if you say that, you're a clown. 2 Super Bowl appearances, one of them we won a Super Bowl with CJ on that field. When we didn't have CJ, where were we in 2023? I'll wait. Oh, by the way, the Lions made the NFC Championship game that year with CJ Gardner Johnson. And they were the best defense, I believe, on the field. You tell me when we made the Super Bowl without CJ Gardner Johnson, because it wasn't 2023. Just saying. So when you want to open your mouth and say CJ ain't an impact player, just remember that 2023 we had Reed Blanchard and Sidney Brown. I don't know football according to a lot of people, but I knew that we weren't making that playoffs in 2023. And when you look at this roster, Howie better start cooking now. You better get some players in that building, bro. And I need to see that draft card being in for Starks or more. You better move up. I don't care if it's too much move up. Well, then you shouldn't trade CJ Gardner Johnson. You should have waited. You should have waited on draft day. You don't put your hand in the cookie jar and expect a golden ticket out of there. No, you only do that when you know for sure that you're getting a good player in that deal. And you got a bust out of that. The Houston Texans fans should be laughing at us today. If I was a Houston fan, I'd be like, bro, did Howie Roseman bump his head? What is he doing? You just got him back and you gave him to us? Houston's going to have a great defense, man. I'm not going to sit there and sugarcoat like Houston got a terrible. No, CJ Gardner Johnson's a hell of a safety. Thank you, CJ, for what you did, bro. I appreciate you. Shout out to CJ Gardner Johnson, man. Legend in Philadelphia, always will be. I don't care if you say he's not, bro. Listen, man, there's no things another Brian Dawkins. All you people need to calm the fuck down. Stop trying to act like we can't be sad. We're emotional Eagle fans, you damn right. That's part of being a fucking fan. I don't care about, you can't be emotional. Shut your bitch ass up and get the fuck off my page then. If you don't like me crying about CJ Gardner Johnson, you damn right I'm emotional. Shut your goofy ass up and get off my channel if you don't like it. You want to be a sword boy. You want to cry. You want to cry about how we can't be emotional? You damn right I'm emotional. We just traded one of our best safety, our best secondary. And if you think Reed is better than CJ, you must not saw that 2023 where he was missing wide open tackles. I don't care about him leading in tackles that year. Leading tackles when the guy was above the first down marker and was gashing the defense by then. Who was a starter then? Because it wasn't Reed Blanchard when he was missing wide open tackles against the 49ers, was it? Just shut up and sit down with all that dumb shit that comes out your mouth. I'm sick of you Eagle fans on Twitter disrespecting CJ. You gonna put respect on his name. 2 Super Bowl appearances, not a coincidence. Made the Lions almost a Super Bowl contender. Everywhere this man has been, they've been contenders. So stop with the nonsense, okay? I'm emotional because I watched my team collapse without having his presence. And I hope Howie Roseman knows exactly what he's doing because you've been in that situation in 2023. You know what I'm saying? Now, I trust Fangio. I know what Fangio is capable of doing. So maybe it's a little bit different. But I'm sorry. I don't think Fangio's going in there and say, you know what, we trust Sidney Brown. Dude, he put the sorry ass safety on a roster. What's his name? McCollum. on the fucking field over him. You think he suddenly said, you know what, I trust Sidney Brown now? I don't think so. I don't think the Eagles are going in there and saying, you know what, we trust McCollum, we trust Sidney Brown and Reed Blanchard. That's not a good and then we sign a Vikings second round bust in a project in Lewis Seen. You think I'm supposed to believe that he could be a starter? Come on, man, wake up. We'll wake up and smell the roses, please. Eagle fans make me laugh sometimes. I'm seeing him on Twitter. Well, Gardner Johnson was a cancer. Shut up. You weren't saying that when he was on the fucking field, huh? Now he's a cancer because he left? No. You know who was a cancer? Slay was. That's who you should be saying that to. I'm so glad Slay's out of here. Thank goodness we didn't bring him back. And I hope we don't bring him back, man. You know, so I would be more pissed off when he traded CJ and brought Slay back. That would have made me angry. But if you want to go by youth, okay, great. But CJ was only 27 years old. And to me, you just don't trade a guy like that unless you know what you're doing. And I'm hoping Howie Roseman is aggressive in this draft. You know, he said, and I understand he said, well, you guys got to understand, bear with us, you know, blah, blah, blah. I get all that sweet talk. I get all that. I know he said there's going to be things we know, like, but I didn't think that, you know, you would trade CJ Gardner Johnson. You just got him back. Trade him for what? A bust offensive guard, and you swap picks for what? What are you swapping picks? There must be a move that we're not seeing. And the only way I can see this is if you're moving up to get Starks. The Eagles have to be able to be – what else is the move? Trading CJ Gardner Johnson? And by the way, I'm still signing Becton. I don't care. Green is a sorry player, man. If you think this guy, we can develop into a star. And listen, Jeff Stoutland can get the best out of this guy. Man, sign him to a 10-year deal because that dude's been ass in Houston. He is the worst offensive lineman on the roster. But we'll see, bro. We'll see, man. Let me read the comments, man. I don't care what nobody says. I'm emotional right now. You damn right I'm emotional. I'm going to continue to be emotional. I don't understand this move, bro. I don't get it. I understand you want to save money, but there was other ways you could have saved money. You could have restructured Jalen Hurts' money. You could have got restructured so many deals. I mean, you did pay Saquon Barkley when you didn't need to, but you did that. I just woke up. What the hell just happened? Well, CJ Gardner Johnson's in Houston. And the Eagles traded CJ Gardner Johnson to the Houston Texans for the Eagles will trade CJ Gardner Johnson for let me pull it up real quick. Hold up, let me pull it up. It's had yep. So yeah, let's take a look. The Eagles will trade CJ Gardner Johnson in Texas exchange for guard Kenyon Green. Eagles will receive a 2026 fifth-round pick, and the Texans get a 2026 rounder. So let me get this straight. They get our best safety, and we give them picks? I just want to know, whoever that beer can dude who threw the beer at Howard Roseman, I fucking despise you, and I hope that you didn't hurt our GM mentally. His mental brain cells where he can't draft anymore. You better hope. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm hoping that brain cell did not start forming CTE out of nowhere. Okay, Kenyon Green, I get the upside. He's on his last year of his deal, but why? The dude was sorry in Houston, bro. Houston Texans fans are sitting there celebrating right now, bro. They're throwing a party that dude is out of here, along with the offensive line that went to the Washington Commanders. They're celebrating like it's no tomorrow. They're like, damn, thank God this dude is out of here. And we get a star safety. Dude, they look like the geniuses right now. You traded him, CJ Gardner Johnson, for Kenyon Green? Bro, he's been trash. How can I sit back and say, you know what? And I watched Joey Shakes live stream. Shout out to Joey Shakes. But I disagree with him. I'm not happy with this move. And I can't sit back and say, well, we just got to move on. No, I can't do that. I'm different in a lot of these contractors. CJ Gardner Johnson was the heart of that soul of that defense, and you just remove him like he's nothing. It rubs me the wrong way. When you just got him back from Detroit, when you just watched your team in 2023 collapse the way it did, and part of it was CJ's presence not being on that field. I mean, could it be coaching? Yeah, it could be coaching, but I'll tell you one thing, CJ was on that side defense, I think would have been a lot better, honestly. So I don't think it's just coaching. I think it's just who CJ is. He's that hard and soul in defense, and I'm hoping that's not one of the core plays that we just traded away for peanuts and a bust guard, and we want to be the smart ones in the room again. Like I'm hoping Howard Roseman is and Jeff, whoever made that decision, say, you know what, let's go back to the analytic picks and the mana picks, and let's try to develop another Andre Dillard bust type guard / office lineman, a practice squad type guy, or we want to be the smart ones in the room again. Like make this make sense. Like he just won us a Super Bowl, and you're training him for what again? Hold on, I gotta read that one more time. You're training him for what again? And listen, if Howard Roseman starts out that deal, and then it's like, okay, I can sit back and be happy. But right now, I'm looking at him like, bro, I don't know what this GM was smoking today when he decided, you know what, let's trade CJ Gardner Johnson and the Texans for the offensive line Green, who's fucking ass, and a bunch of picks, and then we trade a pick back to them. Like what? So the Eagles are trading safety CJ Gardner Johnson, Texas exchange for guard Kenyon Green. The Eagles will receive a 2026 fifth round pick, and it takes it. So we swap picks and a safety for a bum ass guard who is injury prone. And do I trust Howie? I do, but I wonder what the plan is. There has to be a plan, right? Because if you're Howard Roseman, you training CJ Gardner Johnson, who are you targeting? And that means to me, the Eagles are not staying at 31. So all this, they're going to trade back. I don't think so now. Now you got to trade up. You got to use all those picks that you got, and you got to move the fuck up and get one of those top safeties now. Because you can't go in this season with no Sidney Brown as your starter. I'm sorry. Sidney Brown's not a starter. And I'm going to tell you right now, if Sidney Brown's a starter, you will see the repeat of 2023 again. I'm telling you right now. So don't believe me. You just watch and learn. Because, again, I've been right after right. How many times you been saying I'm wrong? I said 2023 when CJ Gardner Johnson was out of here, we weren't going to be the same. I'm not feeling confident going into the season right now. Now, the draft, I maybe things will change, and maybe I'll start feeling comfortable. Right now, the Commanders look like they're going to be winning this division off the fact that they've gotten better and we got weaker in the secondary. I think about it, they just got Deebo Samuel. We just traded CJ Gardner Johnson out of here. You know what I'm saying? And we got a bum-ass guard. And then if you didn't get Becton, dude, the Houston Texans just signed the Jets one offensive guard for 1 year. We couldn't do that. You could have just drafted a guy. You got a guy that you drafted from Michigan. What's his name? What's the dude's name? The Michigan Wolverine guard that you drafted. Why do we have to trade for a guy? For what? For CJ? That's too much to me, man. I'm sorry, that's too much, and I don't care. I watched the all time or all birds pie, whatever his name is, with Mosher and what's his name, the birds of the nest, whatever it is, with Adam Kaplan, and they're saying it's because it's not even about the cap space. They're trading because of money. CJ Gardner Johnson not even making that much. And you could have restructured that to keep him. So I think that's bull, because it's clearly not about money. Because if you wanted about money, you wouldn't have signed a Saquon Barkley to a long-term deal. If it was about money, you wouldn't have, go out and trade it for a offensive project that is going to cost you way more down the road. You look at the cap hit, and CJ Gardner Johnson's cap hit is probably less than this dude. This dude's a first-round pick. I mean, he has a 5th-year option, but at the same time, what did you get back out of it? I would have got at least a starter out of that deal. If you mind training my star Super Bowl champion safety, I would at least got a starter out that deal. I wouldn't have got no bust offensive guard who's been horrible for Houston. There's a reason why C.J. Stroud's been the most sacked quarterback. One of them been on the ground most of the time. And you got pretty much dog shit for him and a bunch of picks. I'm sorry. I don't feel the way people do. I can't move on, bro. I just can't. I'm a very emotional Eagle fan. You damn right. And I'm sorry. If you feel that C.J. Gardner Johnson's not part of the defense why we won, then you're an idiot. I'm sorry to say. You clearly weren't watching 2023 when our defense was pretty much out of here because we didn't have C.J. on that field. And you take him, you trade him for Kenyon Green, a bust, and you swap picks. Oh, we give a pick plus C.J. Gardner Johnson. So we get a 5th-round pick back, essentially, for C.J. And we get a sorry guard that has some upside. I mean, dude, like, come on, man. Like, I don't know how to feel about that one. I wanted to thank C.J. Gardner Johnson for everything he did. He won us a Super Bowl. He was a ball hawk. Yeah, absolutely. C.J. Gardner Johnson's a legend in Philadelphia. I could care less what fucking people think. He's more a legend than Slay is. He's more a legend than any other player right now on this team that won us a Super Bowl. I think Mill Williams is a legend. I think Josh Sweat's. Those are the 3 that I like. Slay can go fuck himself. I'm tired of that pretty boy, wannabe, tough guy, diva. Like, I can't wait for him to get smoked in Pittsburgh. Oh, he's going to get carved. That dude is going to get burnt. Cheesed. He's going to get sliced up. We need to practice when he goes on his podcast and talks about Pickens and trashes him. You think Pickens going to put up with that? I can't wait for DK to murder him. He might be cut. I'm telling you right now, Slay might not be on the Steelers by preseason. They might cut his ass because if DK's on that field, you know he's going to toss him around. Slay's washed, bro. I mean, thank for what you did, but go to Pittsburgh. You want it? I'm cool. I trust in Howard. You replace him. I have full confidence. I'm not worried about Howard Roseman. Listen, I think Howard Roseman will make it up. But right now, when you look at it, you have to get a safety. And I'm hearing rumors that we're trying to make Sidney Brown the starter. I hope that we're not trying to do that and try to bite the hand that feeds us, man. And I mean, C.J. Gardner Johnson fed us in Lombardi. Our secondary was stout when C.J. was on that field. You saw in Washington how we looked without C.J. And you essentially traded him. So now you don't have him anymore. So when you look at the Washington Commanders game and how we lost C.J. Gardner Johnson, because people forgot C.J. was ejected in that game. And we looked like a total defense. And I'm sorry, Sidney Brown is not a starter. I keep telling people this. Sidney Brown is a project safety. You need a top safety in this draft. I'm not comfortable going with Sidney Brown and Reed Blanchard. Sorry, that doesn't roll me with wow. Okay? I don't care about his wonderful year that he had. He was a special teamers last year. And this was a different defense corner that he was under with Fangio, who clearly didn't even like him when he was on his first year was with the side. So you don't have the side anymore. So we don't even know what Fangio would look like with Sidney Brown on that field. We've seen glimpses of it, and he's been terrible with coming to tackling. He's horrible tackling. I'm sorry to say, people think he's a great tackler. He's not. He headhunts too much. He doesn't know how to wrap up. He's a good coverage guy. But I'm sorry, like this is not a. I can't go into the season and say, you know what, we got better with this move. No, we got weaker in this move. I got to see Starks as an Eagle, bro. Either Malachi Moore or you drop that kid Starks from Georgia. But I'm not taking no 4th-round safety and thinking, oh, that's an upgrade. No. You have to move up for this safety. Now you force yourself where teams don't matter. You got picks, right? You wanted the 5th-rounders, the conditional picks. Let him. Lane Johnson said how he's cooking. He better be cooking because I need a defensive pass rush in that building too, along with a damn corner. Because I'm sorry, Keely Ringo, I don't care what nobody says. He's not a starter either. I see what Keely Ringo was. You want to know why he was dropped in the 4th round the way he did? Because He got cooked by star receivers. And if you watch him in Georgia a lot of times, he got burnt. And the plays he made were great, but there was a lot of them where he was getting tossed around like a rag doll. He has no awareness when it comes to reacting to the ball. He doesn't know how to read a ball when it comes to looking for the ball. He turns his head away from the ball. I'm not comfortable with Keely Ringo and Ricks as my starter. Sorry to say, you need to draft a corner. You need to draft a star safety, and it needs to be first rounders or at least early second rounders. It can't be third or fourth. You can't win in this round and say, you know what, we're going to draft a safety out of this dude. No. I don't need another Sidney Brown. I need a guy who's an impact starter day one. If he's not an impact day one starter or he's a project, me and Howard Roseman going to be fighting, bro, for sure. So it is what it is, man. But I trust Howard. I hope that he has a plan. I gotta hope he has a plan, man. Unbelievable we let CJ go. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't like it. Howie Vision believe in the best dream in football. Everything does for a reason. Hey, listen, I gotta trust Howard Roseman. This is a stupid move. Hey, listen, we gonna find out. We're gonna find out. I can't say it's stupid now. What I can say is this move makes you weaker right now. And right now, when you look at the division, I got to give it up. The Commanders are the better team right now. Not saying that the Eagles are not going. No. It's a long season. We still got the draft. That's the only thing I'm looking forward to, honestly, because free agents have been terrible, which I knew that going into the season. I knew Howard Roseman wasn't going to spend money. There's a lot of Eagle fans that, well, why didn't Howard Roseman get this guy? Because he can't afford everybody, okay? Stop playing Madden and realize this is the real world. You can't afford these guys. Josh Sweat wasn't coming back. We knew that. Milton Williams wasn't coming back. We knew that. We knew that Eli Rogers had some interest. Not Eli Rogers. Rogers, the cornerback that we signed, Isaiah Rogers, excuse me, was getting a lot of interest. And unfortunately, we could have paid him, but we didn't think he was the guy. Well, I'm sorry. I'd rather have him over Keely Ringo. Just be real. And then you let Oren Burks goes to what? The Cincinnati Bengals, and they paid him, what, a 3-year deal? I mean, you could have paid for that. You know, I'm glad that we got Zach Bond. Listen, I'm glad we got Zach Bond at least. I mean, Zach Bond was huge defense. So you got him back. You got Saquon locked up. But at the same time, trading C.J. Gardner Johnson now when you need pieces and you don't have comfortability in your secondary, I'm not feeling that. I understand Becton. You know, that means Becton's not coming back. And I think Becton's going to ask for money, which I think is stupid because if you're Becton, why would you want to go anywhere else? You just became a Super Bowl champion. You were just a bust a few years ago with the damn Jets. Why do you want more money? Come back and be grateful that a team gave you a second chance. But I get it. If you want to go get the money, go for it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. CJ was the hardest, so he was, and I can't deny it. This is the worst move Howie's ever made. Well, I guess we got to see. Listen, we got to see what Howie does. If Howie goes out and gets my boy Melicon Starks or gets my boy Melicon Moore, I'm sitting back chilling again. I'm sitting back relaxing like, okay, I can sit back and relax. If he goes out there and gets a 4th round safety, 4th round projected 5th round safety, and he's not the top 2 that I'm looking at. Because listen, you can't just sit back and be comfortable at 32. Now you got to move up. Because now you have to fill in a position that you clearly didn't feel like CJ was. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, it's brought more money. I get it, you want to get younger. But CJ was only 27 years old. You know, I like how everybody said, well, CJ, you know, he wasn't the plan. I don't believe it was because of drama. I believe it was about the money. But at the same time, what is your plan? Okay, you traded CJ Gardner Johnson. Now, what is your plan? How do you fix this? If you think that Green is a starter, and what if he is? What if he comes in and does a great job? Then I got to tip my cap to Howard Roseman. You found another gem. And you know what? Jeff Stoutland could develop this kid into something beautiful. You've done it with Malata. He's done. Jeff Stoutland's one of the best offensive lineman coaches in the NFL, period. Hall of Fame offensive line coach. So maybe he does see something in Green. But again, you traded CJ Gardner Johnson knowing that when you didn't have him on that field for that one game against Washington, your defense looked like piss poor dog shit. Okay? Your secondary couldn't cover shit. Okay? And Jaden Daniels was able to score 5 touchdowns against you as a rookie. That's why Commander fans were bragging so much about how they were going to beat us in the NFC Championship game. And they forgot CJ was on that field. It was a total different story. And now you lose him. You trade him for a sorry guard that's not even a starter, that has no idea who he is. You know, maybe a fresh start would help, but he's been a bust. He hasn't been good. Houston Texans fans are. I watch all the comments when they made that trade for CJ. They're sitting back laughing. They're happy as hell he's gone. Okay, they're not sitting back crying. They're not sitting back saying, "Oh, this is a good move for the Eagles." No, they're sitting back saying, "Good luck, this dude's ass." Well, that don't make me feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? That don't make me feel comfortable knowing Houston Texans fans are saying, "Good luck, thank you for CJ. This dude is ass." Like, I'm sorry. How can I sit back on IG and feel comfortable when guys are saying this guy's ass and he's not good? Well, that don't make me feel better. It don't make me feel better. How can I sit back and say, you know what, Howard Roseman got a gem out of this? No, when they're saying he's ass and he's the worst offensive guard that we got, and Houston Texans fans are celebrating like it's the next greatest thing ever, I'm sitting back like, bro, so why did we trade CJ then? I would have got at least a player out of that. But hey, you know, it is what it is. Maybe CJ wanted more money. I mean, there's rumors too. Maybe he wanted a new deal. But again, if you get Starks, I'm sitting back relaxing, bro. But you got to get someone in this draft. You can't go out. The Eagles, I do think, have a plan. Now, what is that plan? I don't know. I don't want to Justin Reed. Don't bring him in. Okay, if you're going to go young, we're going to go young. But it has to be in this draft, and you have to be. Howie Roseman has to have his best draft than what he had last year. You got to top that. I'm sorry. You have to top that. You have to. And if you don't think he does, well, let me tell you, we're not going to make the playoffs. I'm going to tell you right now, we're not. I don't care if you got Saquon Barkley on that field. You lost a core piece on your defense. You have to ace this draft. And this is up to Howard Roseman. Howard Roseman thinks he's the smart one. We're going to find out. We're going to find out who had the better deal. We're going to find out who gets there. Because if Houston gets to the Super Bowl, we don't. Howie, why are you trying to be the smart one again? If we get there, we got a young safety that's turned into a monster. Like say we get let's say we get Melcon Starks, and he turns out to be even better than CJ. Then I can sit back and say, okay, you know, maybe he was bad for a second, but we got him. I'll be happy we get those two safety. It got to be Melcon Moore or Starks. Any other ones is a reach to me. Because nobody other than that draft. I don't care about these other guys that they post on Twitter. Well, you can get this. No. I don't want them. Give me the best safety in this draft. You traded the best safety in their secondary. I need you to get the best safety in this draft. Melcon Starks or more. Anybody else is a reach. And to me, it's like, bro, you stupid for trading CJ then. Because you dug yourself in this hole. Now you got to find a way to pave that hole so it doesn't get bigger. I need at least a top safety in this draft in the Eagles uniform. Ain't my decision, because if it was my decision, I would have traded CJ. That was Howard Roseman's decision. And I need Howard Roseman to work his little magic that he had all these picks that he wanted to do. You didn't want to pay all these guys? Oh, cool. Now you got to go to work and you got to make this thing happen. And I know Howard Roseman will. I expect this to be his best draft. And I think there's going to be some deals where it's like, maybe you do go get Trayvon Walker. Trayvon Walker is a guy that I've been talking about. Send Myles Garrett and 500 been talking about too. But what if the Jaguars do want to trade him? They bring him in here. You got the money. Do it. Do it. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to find out. We're going to find out how he has a plan somehow, some reason. I got to trust him. There's no other choice. I mean, I have to trust him regardless. But he's giving me. Who the fuck is Green? Well, that's what everybody's figuring out. Green is an offensive guard that, he's been having up and down. He has not had a great season. He's a project offensive guard that the Houston Texans just got rid of. And Jeff Stoutland, corner reports, think he can develop him into something good because Becton looks like he won't be back. And I think that's why the Eagles made the trade. I want to bring up this. This was from someone who wrote this. So this was from John Clark, and I thought this was interesting. Let me quote this and read this. It's my understanding that the Eagles are doing everything they can to make the money available to keep the core for their team together. Excuse me, and they want to see what third-round draft pick Sidney Brown can do at safety. He will compete at safety with draft picks and can do at safety. He will compete at safety with Gardner Johnson trade. They are building depth on O-line. Mekhi Becton still on the table for the line. Harris has said it will be a different offseason. You can't go into the season, and this is why I think this is cap, because the Eagles are just putting it out there. Because if you believed in Sidney Brown, why was he not playing when Gardner Johnson was out and was ejected out first to watch the Commanders? You didn't put Sidney Brown out there. You put it McCollum out there. So I don't believe that bullshit. That tells me the Eagles don't even believe in Sidney Brown, because if they believed in Sidney Brown, you wouldn't have paid Gardner Johnson. Look, the only reason why you paid Gardner Johnson was because we knew there was something wrong with the secondary. Because if Sidney Brown was still on that field regardless, he would have played that Commanders game. Even that Giants game, there was a lot of times where I saw him miss tackles. And I'm sorry, I don't think Sidney Brown's a starter. I've been saying this since we drafted him. He is a project safety. That's what he is. You can like it or don't. I don't care how much faith you have him. I watched the tape. The guy doesn't know how to wrap up. He's eager to put his head down. That's the thing that got him dropping in that draft. There's a reason why we got him the way we did. Everybody else went. The Brian Branch, the guy we wanted, no, we didn't get him. Well, I'm telling you right now, and I'm going to tell you like this. If we think Sidney Brown is going to be a starter, you're in trouble. You're in trouble, and it's a long season, so buckle up. Because if the Eagles think Sidney Brown's the guy, then I don't know what coke they were smoking, because clearly they weren't playing him when McCollum, who was ass, was playing above him. And I don't think Fangio thought he was a star safety because he didn't play him when in the Super Bowl, because McCollum was playing in the Super Bowl. So that's a bunch of baloney and bullcrap. So So why are you feeding me bull? I need to see truth, not feed me bull, because you're feeding me bull. Because Sidney Brown would have been a problem if you were playing him. The problem is you didn't play him. You played him in special teams. Now you think he's a starter? Come on, man. Yeah, you think I'm supposed to believe that bull crap? The Eagles are going for a safety. Whether it's in a trade or in a draft, I think it's in the draft. I don't think the Eagles are going to stay at 32. Now when I look at the Eagles are moving up. I'm calling it right now. The Eagles are not staying the way they are. They're moving up. So it is what it is, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, sorry. I had to get my kitten out of the room. He's a new one. So, yeah, we just got him. You better get a young elite safety. We better. Listen, I don't like this move. And I'm not going to sit there and say, well, I got to relax. I can't study it. No. C.J. Gardner Johnson was one of my favorite players. And he was the heart and soul of that defense. But at the same time, the Eagles are not, I don't think are going to stay. I wouldn't be shocked. Let me tell you something right now. We do not move up and we watch all these safeties. I'm going to be pissed. I like you would have to trade for someone who's younger and that's a star safety. If we trade for a 31-year-old or we sign a 31-year-old or we think that Sidney Brown and replay, bro, I'm going to be very disappointed. Because it's like you didn't learn your lesson from 2023. Starks or Moore have to be in the Eagles uniform. One of those two. I don't care if you get both of them. Give me one. Give me one. I don't care who it is. The top safeties in that board, now you got to go up and get one. This is why I would have never traded for safety because I think and you also need corner. The Eagles need a lot in this draft. So, I know you can't fill every position out, but here's the thing. That's not my issue. That's yours, right? You made that bed. You now got to lay on it. And I don't care how people disagree with me. Sidney Brown is not a starter. I'm going to say it one more time. He's a project. He's a project. And Fangio thought if he was so good, why was he not playing? And when he was playing in the meaningless game against the Giants. Fangio never had him started at the safety position when he could have put him in rotation with C.J. Gardner Johnson. So I don't believe Sidney Brown is a starter. I think Howard Roseman thinks he's a starter, but I think Fangio is going to say, no, I don't believe in Sidney Brown. Give me a guy like Starks in this draft. I think Sidney Brown is a Howie pick. I don't think it's a Fangio pick. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But we're going to find out. The Texans got better with this trade. I think the Texans got – if you're the Houston Texans, I think you could have the number one defense over there now. I think you clearly got – you got C.J. Gardner Johnson. You got Stingley. You got C.J. Anderson. You know what I'm saying? You drafted this kid, what's his name, from Georgia, who's a stud. You got a lot of great players over there. And you added a boost to your defense, man. Who do we add? We add Kenyon Green. I mean, right now it looks like the Texans won this trade, bro. Ringo's not. I don't think Ringo's a starter either, bro. I'm gonna be real. I don't think Ringo's a guy. And I heard there's rumors the Eagles like Ringo. Go give me Trey Amos from Ole Miss, man. Stop playing around. You know what I'm saying? Ringo's going to get bullied in the NFL if you play him especially at number one. If you want to rotate him as a, I think he's a more. I mean, you can make him a safety. If you can't get a safety, make him a safety. He has the range to do it. I've been hearing a lot of people saying that. Why not do it? Make him the safety. I don't think he's a corner. I don't think he's a guy that can start. I don't see that. I see a guy who's a rotational corner, but I think he could be a safety. I think he'd be a good safety. But clearly, I mean, we're going to have to find out, man. There's going to be a lot of rumors, man. We better not get DeMar. No, I don't want DeMar Hamlin. He's fucking ass. Dude, the only reason why he's famous is because of that instant he had. Unfortunately, almost losing his life. I don't think it's funny. But that's the only reason why he's popular the way he is. He's terrible. He's nothing but a special teams guy. The only guy that wanted in the free agency was Javon Holland. But he went to the Giants on a 3-year deal. So it is what it is. It's off the table. I want to draft safety. I like Melcon Starks. I do. I think Melcon Starks is the guy I think the Eagles are targeting. Why would you see? And this is where I think when you saw the rumors the Eagles were talking to safety, we should have knew maybe they were going to trade C.J. Gardner Johnson. Maybe that's why they were comfortable because they saw the safety market and they saw the safety stock and the stock in the safety room, and they're like, you know what? Maybe we're comfortable trading C.J. But it's like Stark's got to be the guy. I mean, he's a bulldog. The Eagles love bulldogs. But Melcon Moore would be that C.J. Gardner Johnson 2.0. I think he's like a Brian Branch a lot. Good range, hits, nasty, has that edge that you want. I need a fiery safety, bro. I don't need a church boy say, give me a man that's going to put his fist in your mouth and say, fuck you. I love CJ because he didn't give a fuck what you thought about him. He wore his shirt the way he did. He put his pads on under his jersey, and he went to war. So I love him. I don't care about his attitude. I could care less. He brought energy to this defense, and you chose to trade him because Mekhi Becton didn't want to come back or whatever it is. But then you got one of the worst offensive linemen in the trade. And he's and people are going around and I'm listening to the birds, the backyard birds with you know what I'm talking about. What's the name? What's the guy's name? But I was hearing it, and they're talking about he's not even a starter. So why the fuck did we trade C.J. Gardner Johnson for a project? You know what I'm saying? They're saying he's a project. He's not even a starter. So it's like, what's the point? You got a project. Okay, if you traded him for a starting right guard, I'd be like, cool. All right, you got a good player. I'm cool with that. But he's horrible. Green has been one of the worst offensive linemen in football with the Houston Texans. PFF ranked him. I don't think he was the starter last year. I think he was hurt. So not only is he injured, he's terrible. He's a project. The only way I could come out this and feeling good is if we land Starks. And that's who I think the Eagles are targeting. In my belief, I'm looking at the Eagles, I'm saying they're targeting one of those top safeties in this draft. When everybody's saying we're going to sit back in this draft, we're not moving up. Nah, not anymore. You trade CJ, you need to go give me a top safety now. You know what I'm saying? What's up, my guy Bobby Murphy in the building? What's up, Bobby? How you doing, dude? CJ was a dog, no doubt about it. Absolutely, dude. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, Sidney Brown is not a starter. I don't care what nobody say. You can't convince me that Fangio thinks Sidney Brown's a starter. Why was he not playing then? Now you think he's suddenly come on, get in my face. That's Howard Roseman saying this. It's not Fangio saying this. I'm telling you. That's Jeffrey Lurie saying this. He wants to, he wants to make up for that pick. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't think C.J. Gardner Johnson trade makes sense when you need secondary. You lost Slay. You need a corner. You need a defensive end. Who did we get? We didn't get a defensive end. Everybody's signing the big deals. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. You need a lot. You need a lot. That's why I would have signed Javon Holland this year. Because if you traded CJ, cool, you got his replacement. But everybody didn't want to listen to me. No, don't sign Javon Holland. He didn't like Fangio. I could give a fuck if he didn't like Fangio. He fit Fangio's scheme, though. Because he went to another Fangio scheme in New York with the Giants. Because that scheme is the same one that Fangio plays a little bit, but Fangio's more technique, which he has. But don't listen to me. You know, say don't listen to the guy that told you what everybody didn't want to tell you. Don't listen to me. No. Just sit back and relax and think everything's sweet and sunshine. And clearly it's not. It's clearly not. And no, I'm not okay with trading C.J. Gardner Johnson, not for a bum-ass guard who's clearly one of the worst PFF rankings of a trade. You traded him and you swapped picks for a sorry bum project, bro. You didn't get a starter. You should just go and sign the Jets offensive lineman for 1 year. We couldn't just sign a 1 year deal from the Jets and get a guy like that. No, you had to trade for C.J. Gardner Johnson. You know what I'm saying? I think Howard Roseman also don't like CJ. And you can't tell me, well, that's not true. No. Think about it. This guy didn't want to pay CJ Gardner Johnson. He was forced to pay. I think CJ rubs Howard Roseman the wrong way. Because why are you trading him when you just signed him? Now, could it be speculation from me? Maybe. Maybe Howard Roseman loves him and it was hard for him. But I don't know how it can be hard for you when you traded it for a sorry guard. You swapped 6th-round picks for a Super Bowl champion safety. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, you don't do that if you like that player too much. I don't know. I get it. It's about money, and I'm cool with the young youth. I get it. But Sidney Brown better not be the future plans. You need another safety, and I need Starks or more in that building, bro. It's one of those, Melcon Moore Melicon Starks, one of those two. I don't care who it is. Pick one, get it done. And then I need you to go and get a corner. And I mean the corners in this draft are going to be deep. So I'm not worried about corner. But safety, it's not that deep. There's about like 3, maybe 4 different, maybe 3 safeties that might be great. The rest are below average. I looked at the safeties. The only 2 top safety that really stands out that I can see being a difference maker is that Georgia safety and the Alabama safety that's coming in this year. Other ones, it's a reach to me. Because they're mostly projects or they're mostly guys that can be just like a Reed Blankenship. I don't need a Reed Blankenship. I need a monster. I need someone to say, we can forget about C.J. Gardner Johnson. That guy's a dog right there. I can forget about C.J. C.J. was cool, but this guy's a lot better. I want him to be better than C.J. Gardner Johnson. That's what I want. I want him to be better than Reed Blankenship. I need a stud at safety. You can't give me some 4th round draft pick safety and say, oh, this is the guy. No. I don't need a Kayvon Wallace. Okay. I don't need a Sidney Brown who I said I would have never drafted him. But don't believe me. Now everybody in the comments tell me, oh, you were wrong. No, I wasn't wrong. I don't think he's a starter. Just because he had 1 good year of production. Well, Finch doesn't think he's a starter, does he? Because he didn't play him. Just saying. You know what I'm saying? I need a stud in that safety, bro. You better give me one of those 2 safeties, bro. I don't care how you get it done. Get it done. Get it done. Get it done, Howie. You know what I'm saying? I just think something happened we just don't know about yet. Yeah, listen, we get Starks or we get – listen, you trade for a young safety, I'm cool. But I don't want don't go out here and get Justin Reed because then that don't make sense. You trade a 27-year-old for Justin Reed? To sign Justin Reed or I heard Justin Simmons once, but I don't want no Justin Simmons, bro. 31 years old. He's washed. He doesn't have anymore. Stop trying to get you. I'm tired. You know, I'm seeing Eagle fans. They want guys like Miles Sanders back. Why? He fumbles. He's a horrible running back. He's been a glorified backup. Well, let's go get. Then someone made a report. One of these dumbass Twitter people made a report. We should get Ronald Darby back. Well, let's get fucking Jalen Mills back since we want the old fucking scrubs on the team again. Shit, you know, so let's bring the whole team back. No, at that point, just go get me Nolan Carroll at this point because he's a lot better than Ronald Darby, honestly. He might actually make more interceptions than he does. I don't need Ronald Darby back. I need younger stars. Stop trying to get trash cans to fill in trash juice signings. Don't work like that. Jalen Mills is garbage. Ronald Darby's ass, dude. Wasn't that the same dude who got cooked last year? Didn't A.J. Brown murder him in last year against the Jags? Wasn't he on the fucking Jags? Wasn't he trash? Oh, man, get on my fist, Dad, bro. The dude's washed and doesn't have it. Ronald Darby. That dude's ass. We don't need another Byard. No, we don't need another Byard, man. That I did not like that trade when we had it. Your mic is muted. My mic is not muted, bro. What did you talk about? My mic is not muted. Hold it. Is my mic muted? Hold on. My mic is muted? What? Is my mic muted? Oh, hold on. Oh, my fucking God. You know, let me charge my thing. Is my mic muted? Okay, never mind. I'm about to say, I don't think my mic is muted. You would know if my mic was muted. I would have that little red dot. No, but I don't like this trade. I don't like it. There's no point of it. You got Green, who's one of the worst offensive guards. He swap picks. Give me the dude Starks or more, and then I'll be cool. Devontae Cook Darby, yeah, he's ass. I don't want that fucking bum. I don't want that bum. Bro, everybody's screaming for I see people talk about Jalen Mills, man. Why the fuck would I bring up Jalen Mills? Jalen Mills is trash, dudes, bro. He wasn't even good in 2017, bro. Most of the time, he was getting lit up. Like y'all Eagle fans, maybe. Let's go get Miles Sanders back. Yeah, let's go get a glorified backup, sorry-ass running back who had one of the best offside. I'm sorry, this dude was a fumbling machine. No, thank you. I don't want Miles Sanders back. Keep that fucking bum away from my fucking team. We got Saquon Barkley. That's why we got him. Because Miles Sanders was ass, and clearly Swift wasn't the guy. The fuck do I need Miles Sanders for? Go pay me Gainwell. I'll bring Gainwell back for 1 year before I sign Miles Dancers back. Thank you. Have a good day. That's why Carolina cut his ass, because he's trash. I think he was a third string running back, I believe. Come on, man. Get out of here with guess who the Cowboys just signed? I heard they signed some bum ass dude, I think from the 49ers or something like that. Miles is garbage. I don't want Miles Sanders, bro. Miles was average. Mills was an average corner. Mills is trash. He wasn't even average. He was just trash. He called himself the Green Goblin. He's the green throw up. I call him the green trash can. I mean, C.J. Gardner Johnson playing for Philly meant they were going to the Super Bowl. 14-3 record went to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl at 14-3. And Kenyon Green was a 2026 fifth round pick. Yeah. Oh my God. So we get Kenyon Green, an offensive guard from Houston. Okay, a 2026 fifth round pick, and they get C.J. Gardner Johnson. Oh, and by the way, a 2026 round pick. I'm sorry, 2026 sixth round pick. So we get a 2026 fifth round pick, and they get a 2026 round pick plus C.J. Gardner Johnson. We get one of the worst offensive guard. No, I don't like that trade. Sorry, you didn't get nothing out of that. I need someone to make sense. Why did we trade him again? What the fuck did you get out of it? You traded one for one of the worst guards in football. Joe Shane, is that you trying to draft again? I don't get it. I don't understand it. Give me Starks, bro, and then I'll be cool with it. But right now, no, I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this at all. It's like, is Howie Roseman dealing with a concussion right now? Are we having CT brain damage? Howie Roseman in the building, bro? Did that beer can knock his brain cells out of his head? Because what is you doing? What is you doing, my man? You out here getting sorry guards to replace a star safety star safety that we just got back, and you trading a bunch of picks for and a guard for a project guard, because he's never been a starter. I don't believe. I think he only played 6 games. I believe someone said he only played 6 games and has been injury prone. If you think this guy's a starter, listen. If it's one guy who can change maybe Stalin, but I would have never made that move, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that hurts your defense. And if you look at the Giants just got better today. Javon Holland, as much people want to talk shit about him, I wanted the Eagles to get him. And I think Javon Holland and that guy that I like that kid they drafted last year. What's his name? What's the other safety name from what's the guy's name? But anyway, you add him, dude. Right now, I think they got the best safety tandem right now. And I think Javon Holland just made that secondary of the Giants a little bit better. Not saying they're a lot better, not saying they're going to the Super Bowl, but they went out here upgraded. We went out here and said, let's trade the best safety for a guard who's not even going to play football. But again, I got to see what Howie Roseman does in the draft. If he does great in the draft, then we can look back and say, you know what? Yeah, we trade CJ, but look who we got. We got Starks or more. I don't care who it is. Give me the best safety in this draft, or we're fighting. Literally, we're fighting. I'm gonna catch Howie Roseman. We're gonna have to swing. We're gonna have to catch his fade, bro. Because I don't know what the fuck you on, bro. But trading for a guard who's never played football, I don't believe for the Houston Texans. And if it was, he was terrible. And you traded a fifth round. You traded a 2026 fifth round pick plus C.J. Gardner Johnson. I'm sorry, you traded a 2026 round. So we gave one of our picks plus C.J. Gardner. Why are we giving picks anyway? They're getting a star safety. Why are we swapping picks and we get a bum guard who might has potential? I need a player at least, bro. Like, give me one of your corners, man. I would take a Stingley Jr. with that trade, bro. There would be no way in hell I'm trading the star safety and not get Stingley Jr. back at least. I mean, can you give me someone? Hell, I even take that Georgia safety you got. What's the name of that bull over there? Yeah, or that corner over there that you got. Hey, I'll take him. Why not? You gave me a sorry guard. What the hell am I supposed to do with that? Like the more I think about it, the more and more I get frustrated. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I understand you want to get younger, but trading CJ for a bum guard, what in the devil fuck is you doing? You swap picks and you gave him a star Pro Bowl safety who's been harder so defense. Now you just made Houston better, and you received a sorry guard who they sit back and Houston fans sit back laughing like this is a fucking nightmare for Eagle fans. They over there saying good luck, he's trash. Well, that don't make me feel better, bro. How am I supposed to feel better when Houston fans say this dude's ass? Good luck. I'm supposed to sit back and say, you know what, this is a great trade by Howard Roseman. Great, yeah, this is gonna make us better, man. Now I'm fearing for Jalen Hurts' life, bro. Now I'm fearing for Jalen Hurts' life. Like, bro, is this dude ass to the point where he can't block for shit and I got to worry about my quarterback running for his life? Holy shit. Here comes Eagle fans and Jalen Hurts can't throw the ball. No, it ain't Jalen Hurts. It's that ass offensive line, the offensive lineman that we traded for CJ Gardner Johnson. Oh, my God. This is a nightmare, man. But again, we got to see the plan. But right now, I don't like it, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it, dude. You got a guard, man. And I'm sorry. How can I sit back and enjoy this fucking plan? It stinks right now. Now, if you add some great pieces to this secondary, you get a great corner in this draft, you get a great safety in this draft, I'm sitting back chilling. But right now, it sucks. It's absolute asinine that you trade a safety for a project guard. Okay, I can't sit back and say, you know what, I got to trust. I mean, I trust Howie. No question. I have no choice but to trust him. And I give him the benefit of doubt. Whatever he does, I trust him to make it right. But I don't like this move because I've seen the effects without him on that field. And I don't feel comfortable having Sidney Brown and Reed Blankenship as my say. I don't feel comfortable. And then McCollum, whatever, that dude just needing to be off the damn team, period, okay? But that's your three safeties. Reed Blankenship is gone next year. You're probably not bringing it back. And I swear to God, we stand Reed Blankenship, and if we trade Blankenship, if we traded C.J. Gardner Johnson to stand Reed Blankenship, I'm going to be pissed. No, because if you get Reed Blankenship out of here too, get him up out of here and drop me on safety. Okay? You want to start young, that's fine. But trading C.J. Gardner Johnson to sign a Reed Blankenship is dumb. It's dumb. Because if I can remember correctly, Reed Blankenship had his best year with CJ on that field, not without him. He was terrible without him. I don't care about what he led in tackles, EC1. Yeah, he led in tackles after the first down was picked off. Do I have to go back and watch the tape of 2023 and show you where Reed Blankenship was most of the time? Because it wasn't him wrapping guys around when the ball was heights. It was him wrapping guys around when the guy was picking up chunk yards down the field. Somebody wanted to tell me in the comments, and Joey Shakes, you don't know football. We led the tackles. Well, that's great and fine. How about he led in tackles when the 49ers were gashing him through the fucking field? Oh, you forgot that part, did you? How about that Bills game where he was missing wide open guys? Oh, you forgot that part. Shut up. Not trying to act like you know football when you don't. You tell me I don't know football. Just because he led in tackles. Well, you want to know why he led in tackles? Because the whole defense was ranked 32, ranked defense, and the worst defense ranked. We were trash. That's why he led in tackles. It's not an accomplishment, buddy. Stop trying to make it this accomplishment like he led in tackles, which is a great thing. He was the only one leading tackles because no one else was fucking tackling. And they were trash. You want to also know why? Because no C.J. Gardner Johnson was on that field, and that defense was crumbling. C.J. Gardner Johnson brings that leadership, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I can't sit back and say, you know what, Sidney Brown's a starter. No, I can't do that. I can't. Give me a young safety and we can talk. But right now, when you look at it right now, I don't like this. I don't like this free agency right now. It sucks. If we don't get elite safety, I'm going to be pissed. Bro, we better get Starks out that deal. Melcon Starks or more need to be an Eagle. If they're not, I'm telling you, it's going to be you. Again, I got to trust Howie Roseman because he is my GM, and I know he will. I know he'll make it right. Right now, I hate this fucking trade. If you telling me this trade was good, you're a moron. Okay? You essentially traded a Pro Bowl star safety, a Super Bowl champion, heart of your defense, for a sorry trash, unproven, bust in the NFL, Houston Texans guard in Green, who's never, I believe, played a full season. When he did play the full season, I mean, I don't think he's ever played a full season. I think he played 6 games, and before he was either benched or got hurt. I think one of those two. He hurt his shoulder last year. It's like you brought this guy in, and it's only because you think he has potential. You don't even know if he's a starter. Now when I'm listening to people talk about it, it's like they saying he's not a starter. So why did we trade for him? Because if I'm trading a star safety, a Pro Bowl, Super Bowl champion safety, because that's what CJ was, I need a star player back, or I need a player that's going to be a player in his league. You can't just give me some scrub and swap picks and think I'm going to be okay to trade my Pro Bowl. No, that's idiotic to me. Like, I don't like that. Now, again, maybe those picks are to move off for Starks. And if that's the case, I'm cool with that. You want to get younger, I'm cool with that, right? Maybe we didn't want to pay Gardner Johnson all the money. If it was about youth down the road for this year and next year, I get all that. But I need a safety in that draft, bro. And I can't be sitting back and say I'm comfortable with Sidney Brown. Sidney Brown has played 1 year, and it was on Sean Asai's defense. Fangio did not like him. Because if Fangio liked him, why wasn't he playing when Gardner Johnson was ejected from the Washington Commanders? I did not see Sidney Brown out on that field. I saw Tristan McCollum, though, and he was ass. And their whole defense was giving up a lot of points. And when CJ was on that field, we weren't giving up a lot of points. So again, how can I sit back and say I'm comfortable with that? That's like, to me, again, that's like the saying, I'm going to say it's raining while I piss on your leg. I can't say it's raining, but really I'm just pissing on your leg. Because that's what you want me to do. You want me to piss on your leg and say it's raining. It don't work like that. That's the saying. I'm not going to say it's raining while I piss on your leg. And that's what people want me to say. Well, CJ Gardner Johnson wasn't really great. Oh, really? Well, how come we made the 2 Super Bowls and we were in the same record as the 2 years and we won a Super Bowl? Because it's not a coincidence. Everywhere he's been, they've been contenders. So he must have brought something. Because the 1 year we didn't have CJ, wild card sent home. But again, all the geniuses in the Twitter comments, CJ was a toxic. Shut your goofy ass up. You don't know what the hell you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Stafford, Puka, Devontae getting ready about to beat the bums over in Bangladesh. What? Dude, I don't think he plays this year, dude. I think he plays someone else. Rams Nation. Rams are trash. I ain't even worried about y'all. You Ram fans are funny as hell. Again, hate this trade. I hate this trade too, bro. And it makes no sense. Again, we got to see what Howard Roseman's playing is, bro. We got to see what Howard Roseman's playing is, man. I don't like it for some reason. It doesn't sit well with me to trade a guy like that for a project guard. All you got to do is sign one. You didn't have to trade for one. And you give up a star safety and you don't get nothing out of it. You swap picks. I hope Howard Roseman has a plan. Because that plan better be good. Because they better come out with the Starks in that draft, bro. And that's all I can think of how he's doing is moving up to take Starks, man. Or getting the top safety. You know, I don't know, bro. I don't know. So 49ers free agent running back Raheem Morris says, I don't want to man, fuck Raheem Morris, man. Oh my God, this fucking hurts. This fucking hurts, dude. It does not feel good, bro. It doesn't. I don't care how people feel. You just no. I don't feel good right now. Talk to me after the draft. I'll feel much better. But right now, I'm not feeling good about this trade. I'm not. I'm still mad at CJ. No, anybody who does not think this is anybody who thinks that we shouldn't be mad, here you go. Like, you can't tell. How are you going to tell me how I'm supposed to feel? Because if you're a passionate Eagles fan, you should be pissed. What is Howie? There has to be a plan with Howard Roseman. He does not just trade a guy like that. And if he does, well, you and I are going to have to fight that. Because if the only way I see this is if it comes out with a Starks on that Eagles uniform. The only reason I can think of trading CJ is you think Stark is going to be your guy and you're going for him. What is the point of trading him? What? I mean, Starks or more have to be the guy they're going for. And that tells me the Eagles are going after safety in the first round. And I would not be shocked they move up. Because what are you trading CJ for? For essentially what? Losing a star player for and swap picks for a bum, unexperienced, who they're saying is a project guard? He's not even a starter. Everybody's saying he's not even the starter, man. So again, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I think it's asinine that you trade him right now. You don't have Slay back. You don't have Milton Williams back. We knew that going into the game, but you don't even have Isaiah Rodgers not on here anymore. So you lost 6 different pieces on your team. And you don't have anybody else because I'm sorry, Sidney Brown has not proven he can be a guy. He's played 1 year and that was Sean Desai's defense, not Fangio. Fangio is a different defense coordinator than him. And Fangio has shown many times he don't like Sidney Brown. So I got to think it has to be Starks or it has to be more. If not, we're fighting, bro. You better come out with one of those two. You better come out with one of those two, man. I'm telling you, you better come out with one of those two. I'm not fucking playing around with this shit. This is better be Howard Roseman's best season. Or we're in a situation where we might not even make the playoffs next year. I don't care what nobody says. Well, we're going to make the playoffs regardless. No, we'll make the playoffs. We're just going one and done, like in 2023. Because we don't have the heart and soul. And that is part of a locker room. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand this. I don't get it, bro. I don't. We can fix the O-line. Green can be fixed. I'm not saying Green can be fixed, but again, you train a safety and you swapping picks. Maybe Green is a good player. But again, why are you trading CJ? I would rather trade Reed than CJ. CJ is the heart and soul of your defense, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you look at the trade, okay, let's say Green is great, cool. But right now, I can't say that. I can tell you CJ is a player. I can tell you CJ makes that secondary of the Houston Texans. Right now, when you look at what they have, you add him, they're a lot better now than they were last year. They have a great safety core. They just got better. I don't know about this Green dude. We haven't seen what he does. And again, we got to see what they do in the draft. Maybe he is. Maybe Green is great. Maybe he's an all-pro. I don't know. But I don't trade. You don't trade a safety for a potential what if. You don't do that. I'm trading a safety, especially a guy like that. I need a player back that's going to contribute right away. I don't know, man. I guess we'll find out, man. I guess we'll find out. If we don't repeat, it will be because we don't have CJ. Yeah, I think so too. Man. If we don't repeat, I think you're in trouble. I think you're in trouble, man. You lose a guy like that, and you just don't. Again, Green might be great. I'm not saying he isn't. I don't know what. Again, this is what I'm going off. They don't think he's a starter. Maybe he is a starter. And you know what? Just Stoutland has a chance to develop this guy. If there's anybody who can make a guy like Mekhi Becton to a starter, it's Just Stoutland. He made Jordan Mailata, a rugby, no one knew about it, to a starter. Maybe Green is the guy. But again, trading CJ Gardner Johnson when you are right now, you're lacking safety depth. Okay, going into the season, you needed another safety regardless. But you trade him, you're swapping picks, and you get a guy that you don't know about. Right now, I don't like it. Now, again, can Howie fix it? Absolutely. Go get me the best safety, and then I can sit back and say, okay, I can calm down. But I'm not going to sit there and say Sidney Brown is the guy. Oh, yeah, he's such a better safety than CJ. No, I'm not going to say anybody think that is a moron. CJ Gardner Johnson was clearly the missing part of why we didn't make the playoffs in 2023. It's not a coincidence. 14-3, 14-3. Both time made the Super Bowl champion, one of them. Goes to the Lions, almost wins the NFC Championship game. I mean, goes to the Lions and takes them to the playoffs the first year of Lions being in the playoffs because of CJ and his presence. It's not a coincidence. It's a reality. CJ Gardner Johnson is a difference maker. And anybody who don't think that is the case, you don't watch football. Sorry to say that. You don't. You don't. You clearly are a Reed Blankenship goofball nerd, fanboy. And Reed Blankenship stinks without CJ. Newsflash, he was one of the worst when it comes to tackling. I don't care about his, he led in tackles. Yeah, he led in tackles afterwards. But without CJ, he was trash. He had a better season with CJ on that field. So again, I'm nervous. And how can you not be? I feel better about this trade if there's more speed and more turnovers, and this trade was a bold as fuck. I feel better if we get a top safety in this draft, man, and his name is Starks or more. I'll feel better then. If we rely on Sidney Brown, bro, we might not even make the – Sidney Brown's not a starter, bro. And I don't care what anybody says. Sidney Brown is not a starter, bro. I don't care what nobody says. Don't tell me he's a starter. Don't come out with that bullshit. Oh, Sidney Brown's a guy. Stop it. Stop it. Fangio don't even like him. Fangio would never put him in as a special teams guy if he thought he was a starter. Then why was McCollum playing so much? Because I don't want to hear, well, he wasn't healthy. No, he was cleared. So stop it. So I don't believe Sidney Brown's their guy. I got to think that it has to be Starks. That they want to get a young safety in that building. And they think CJ Gardner Johnson, the Houston Texans, look for safety. Hey, we need a guard here. Okay. If it's about that, cool. If you could get Starks, I'm cool. I'm sitting back relaxing. Again, I got to see what Howie Roseman does in draft. It's not even draft day. Right now, I'm freaking out. But again, I'll feel better when this draft is done. And maybe I'll feel better when we start seeing what they're doing. If they start moving up and they get a guy like Starks some more, I can sit back and say, okay, cool. And they get a young corner, cool. Right? I'm sitting back like, okay, now I can sit back and relax. I can sit back and relax. But right now, I'm not comfortable with the way we are right now. You lost Slay. You lost Milton Williams. You lost Sweat. You lost Rodgers, who you could have brought back. You chose not to. You lost Oren Burks. And you just traded CJ Gardner Johnson for a guy who's never played a full season and has missed so much with injuries and has been a bust. Okay? And was guarding, supposed to protect C.J. Stroud, and we saw how that went. Okay? So, again, I'm not going to sit there and say it's raining and why I piss on your leg. It don't work like that. I can't do that. I can't say it's raining while I'm pissing down your leg. What do I look like? Lying to you and saying I feel good about this. No, I don't. I don't like the trade. Right now, it does not make sense to me. I don't care about money and shit. Well, then why did you extend Barkley? If it was about money, you wouldn't extend Barkley then because you paid him more. If it was about money, then why are you out here? You're out here training Kenny Pickett for again, the moves that Harry Roseman is making, it doesn't make sense at the time. But you sign Bond, cool, I'm cool with that. But then you sign Barkley, okay. But then you trade CJ and you talk about it's about money. No, it's not about money. Obviously, they feel like CJ Gardner Johnson, maybe he doesn't fit scheme of Fangio. Maybe Fangio don't like him. Maybe. Also, maybe it's because CJ didn't want to be there anymore. Maybe he thought that he wanted to get paid more, and they said, no, we ain't paying you, so we're going to trade you somewhere you can get paid. Or maybe they thought, maybe this is a good option to get a safety that Houston thinks is going to be good for a while. They can build around him with this and that. I don't know the situation. All I know is we got nothing out of this. And I can't sit back and say, well, I can't be mad at this. No, I can be mad at this. And I will be mad at this until this gets fixed because I've seen the outcome. Y'all want to be blinded about 2023? I'm not. I saw when we were out without CJ Gardner Johnson. We looked like dog shit. And I knew if CJ was on that field in that 2023, we probably would have made that Super Bowl that year. Despite the offense coordinator issues, all that, CJ would have made a lot of that up. Just the presence he would have brought. And I hope that we're not trying to be the smart ones again. If you go out and get a Starks or more, I'm cool with that. But if you go out there and try to reach for a safety, like another Sidney Brown situation, because I'm telling you right now, Sidney Brown and Reed Blankenship and McCollum are not the starters, nor they should be the starters. And I don't care what Fangio thinks. Clearly, You didn't think like that with the Broncos when you clearly were trading guys? Because remember, this is the same guy who traded Bradley Chubb and all that shit to the Dolphins, I believe, right? I'm sorry, he acquired Bradley Chubb and they make the play. So again, just because Fangio won a Super Bowl does not mean he's always know what he's doing. But I got to trust him also. As a Super Bowl winning defense coordinator. But at the same time, I can't sit back and say, oh, I'm not mad about this. No, I am mad about this. I'm very attached to CJ. CJ is a heart and soul defense. How can I not sit back and say, you know what? It is what it is. Let's move on. Man, take your robot ass on somewhere, man. I'm emotional right now, bro. I'm EC1 emotional right now. Call me EC1. Call me what you want. Y'all out here saying we can't be upset. Get your goofy ass on somewhere. Go somewhere where they're going to tell you shit that don't make sense. They're going to piss on your leg and think it's rain. Okay, I don't do that shit. I tell you how it is. I tell you how I feel. You don't like it, you can kiss my ass. It's that simple. CJ Gardner Johnson's a huge loss, bro. And I think that right now when you look at it, we did not get better. We got worse. And I think you need to upgrade. I do. You can't tell me Sidney Brown is an upgrade. I'm sorry. You can't. You can't. People could tell me, well, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Then explain me why Sidney Brown couldn't make us to the playoffs. Oh, that's right. He got hurt. And then the next year, he was on special teams, right? Fangio didn't believe in him, right? Okay. But go ahead. Believe whatever you want to believe, bro. After all, I'm the same one who told you Sidney Brown wasn't the guy. I don't think he's the guy. And Fangio clearly don't think it was the guy because he would have played him more. But it is what it is. If you think that, go for it. Go for it. So, yeah. So this from Eagles Nation. Shocker. The Eagles have traded CJ Gardner Johnson to Texas in exchange for Kenyon Green and a pick swap, with the Eagles getting a 2026 fifth-round pick in exchange for a 2026 round. See, they swap picks, and they got a bum guard. And again, I want to show you this because when I saw this, it's like, why? Like, okay, you're getting a guy who has some raw potential. And I'm not saying he can't be good right now. I don't know what he is. But when you look at this guy, how did you get better? And I'm gonna pull that up because I want you to see the shit that I saw. I'm like, dude, we traded for this guy. We could just, again, the only way I feel comfortable is if you give me Melcon Starks or Melcon Moore. I'm sorry, is it Melcon Starks? I don't know who it is. Starks. I know that the dude from Georgia. I need one of those two. And I don't care how people feel. I don't care. You lose CJ, I think you lost a big part of your defense, man. I think you do. You don't go into the season and say, well, Sidney Brown's the guy. No. Get out of here with my face with that, bro. I don't believe Sidney Brown's our guy. If Sidney Brown was our guy, he would have played more, and he didn't. But it is what it is. I suppose they can rely on Sidney Brown. Not before today. We rely on Sidney Brown, bro. We might not be. No, we're not going to make the playoffs. We rely on Sidney Brown. Because I don't think Sidney Brown is a difference maker. I think he's a good safety. I think he's a project. I don't need a project. I need a starter. I need a star. I need a monster. I'm tired of these projects, dude. We get Kayvon Wallace, project. Damian Taylor, project. Sidney Brown, project. Jalen Reagor, project. Everything's a project with them. I don't want projects. I want start. Jalen Carter is a starter. Nolan Smith is a starter. Jalen Hunt is a starter. You see what I'm saying? Sidney Brown was on special teams. Yeah, you think he's a starter? The only starter on the team so far is Reed Blankenship, and he was horrible without CJ. And again, you traded for a project. Okay, you didn't get an experienced guard. You got a guy that no one knows who he is because he stinks in Houston. Because every Houston fan that I've talked to has been saying he's bad, he's terrible, and not nice things about him. Okay, they're happy he's out of here. Well, that doesn't make me feel good. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to sit there and say, you know what? We got better today. We got a great guard. No, I'm not going to say it's raining and piss on your leg. I'm not going to do that. All right? You want some jabroni to do that? Go over there in another channel. You didn't get better. You got worse right now. Now you need a corner. You need a sit. You already need a corner because you need two. Because I'm sorry, Keely Ringo is not a starter. I don't care nobody. He's too small, can't look over. He doesn't have the ability to look over his shoulder and look for the ball. He relies on the speed too much. That doesn't help you. Okay, he's better off being a safety. You want to make him a safety? I'm cool with that too, because I think he has some ranges being a safety. But he's not a corner. Okay, you lost Isaiah Rodgers to the Vikings. Who do you have? Eli, come on, man. No. Again, I'm not going to sit back and say, well, C.J. Gardner Johnson wasn't a playmaker. I'm glad we got rid of him. We got better. Sidney Brown's going to be so much better than him. Stop. That's delusional talking. I don't do. I don't do delusional talk. I say realistic shit. 14-3, Super Bowl champion. In the last 2 years as an Eagles starter with CJ on that field. Last time we didn't have CJ, we missed the playoffs. I'm sorry, we've been in the playoffs. We got knocked out the first round by Todd Bowles. And our defense was horrible. And you saw the Commanders game, how we looked bad without him. And you going to trade him for a project? No. I need to see what Howie does with these picks. Again, we got to see what he does in the draft. But right now, I'm not feeling it. I don't like this one bit. I don't. You're not going to sit there and say it's raining while I piss on your leg. I'm not going to sit there and say it's raining while I piss on your leg. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to lie to you. This is not a good look for us right now. What is our plan? And there got to be a plan, man. You just don't trade a guy like that and think that's a guy you trade. You just don't. Or for just a Sidney Brown to start. You just don't do that. I'm sorry. Sidney Brown is not a starter, bro. I don't care what nobody says he's not a starter. You're not going to convince me he's a starter. He played 1 year. 1 year. Now you think he's a starter. Well, why wasn't he playing when Fangio was on the field? Because clearly Fangio had the right to put anybody out there, but yet he put McCollum out there over Sidney Brown. But now you want to say he's a starter? You want to sit there and lie to me? Oh, yeah, we trust Sidney Brown. I don't believe that. I think they're saying that because they have nothing to say now. Because now they got to go get his star safety in the draft. Whether it's Starks, I think they like Starks a lot. That is my prediction. I think the Eagles are going to move up for Starks or more. Those two are probably the guys they're going after. I think they're going to draft a young safety in the first round. I think we're going to move up for one of them. Or we might not have to. You never know. But if we have to, we will. I think the Eagles are going to be very aggressive in this draft. They have to be. You have no choice. Now you got to move up and get one of those top safeties. You got to give me Starks or more. Those are the only two that I want. I don't care about these other damn fucking average below dumb safeties that you find in the third round, the fourth. I don't need a project safety. Give me a dog. Stop playing around and talk about project safeties going to develop. That's why we have guys like fucking, Kayvon Wallace and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I need a starter, a star. Give me a ball hawk, a monster. And let's go with some Super Bowls, man. So, yeah, that's how I look at it, bro. You trade Sidney Brown. You trade C.J. Gardner Johnson. Again, I got to think there's a plan with it, bro. I got to think that. And if you don't have a plan, then what is your plan? Why did you trade him? You better have a fucking plan. Again, trading for a guy like that, for a project guard, I don't care how people feel. It's not a good move. It's not. You got a unexperienced guard. I need Malachi Moore. What's his name? Yeah, it's Malachi Moore. Malachi Moore, whatever his name is, or Malachi Stark. So I don't care who their name is. Give me one of them. So I don't care how people feel. You got Slay. Slay needs to shut his bitch ass up. So Slay retweets of a fan pretty much trashing him. CJ did all that, confirm that Slay was right. Well, Slay was right of how? Bro, you're off the fucking team too, dummy. You're off the team how? No Eagles would have traded away their second. And this is by at Pastor Carl. Well, number one, dummy, we didn't trade C.J. Gardner Johnson because he was a locker room cancer. Because we were trading locker room cancers. A.J. Brown would have been traded too. And Jalen Carter would have never got paid. Because they're emotional too. So we didn't trade him because we thought he was a locker room cancer. Because we would never sign him if we thought he was a locker room cancer. I think it was more of money. Okay, people just be making shit up on Twitter, man. They think they're the experts. Okay, they're not. All right, they think they are. They're not. Okay, I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I know more football than most of these dumbass idiots on Twitter. That's for damn sure. These Twitter trolls run around here well, Slay's right. Get Slay's dick out your fucking mouth, you jabroni. All right, leave Slay's dick out your mouth. That's for his wife to do it. Okay, you over there worrying about another man and what, bro? He's not on your team anymore, man. Slay's in Pittsburgh, ready to get burnt by DK Metcalf and fucking Pickens. Okay, in practice. I can't wait for them. Man, fuck Slay. No, I don't like him. He can go fuck himself. Acting like he's more of a diva than CJ was. He trashed his quarterback. He threw his receiver under the bus. He threw CJ under the bus. And you want to say Slay's right? Slay's right about what? Come on. This dude's a weirdo, bro. Slay's a bitch. He's a fucking punk. He's a wannabe tough guy. It is what it is. So now you got the older than 25. So Anthony DeBona from NFL said only 2 of the Eagles' current defense started older than 25. Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Mora Jomo, Nolan Smith, Jalen Son, Zach Bond, Jacoby Dean, Quinyon Mitchell, Keely Ringo, Cooper DeJean, Reed Blankenship, and Sidney Brown. So your safeties are Reed Blankenship and Sidney Brown right now. And your corners are Quinyon Mitchell and Keely Ringo. I mean, at least we got one shutdown corner. Oh, Cooper DeJean would be your nickel. Of course it would be. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what? Maybe we'll sign Avonte Maggs back. Oh, man. You got to do something. Give me Melcon Starks, please. I can't go this season with St. Brown and sit there pushing. No. I'm good. And Slay's a bitch. Fuck Slay. No, I and people talk about. No, I don't want no Justin Simmons, man. Stop bringing up old players, bro. If we're gonna, why would we trade? So we trade. Let's say we trade Slay. I swear to God, we trade Gardner Johnson for Justin Simmons and bring Justin Simmons in. I'm gonna be pissed. I mean, stop bringing up old players, man. He's washed. I don't want him on a football team. So Seth Joyner just, and you know, this is how you know it's a bad trade when Seth Joyner says this. Classy stuff right here in a tough situation, bro. You're fired. Dog mindset, tone, setting, toughness. Will be missed. All the best in your next chapter. Thanks for your contribution in making the Eagles Super Bowl 59 champion for C.J. Gardner Johnson. I know he didn't say about Slay though. Oh, man. Yeah. Well, he's not a leader. Neither is Slay. Well, see, that was from some great praise from Seth Joyner on Twitter, saying he's tough, competitive, a winner. Oh, man. Now watch Slay cry about that one, too. Dude, Slay needs to shut the fuck up, bro. He talks too much, dude. That's why your ass is in Pittsburgh now. Go to Pittsburgh, bro. Go to Pittsburgh. Why is my thing shaking up? Again, every fucking time it freezes. This stream is terrible. It's horrendous. Focus. I guess you're just gonna see my pretty face on there until it stops freezing. Oh my god, bro. I don't get it. Oh, there we go. Hi, how you doing? Back? Am I freezing? Let's get these likes up, man. We got 3 people in the chat. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna tell people what they want to hear, bro. That's just not me. So if you don't like what I say, well, too bad. I don't like this trade, and I have a hard issue of dealing with this trade. Howie did CJ dirty twice. Yeah, I mean, you didn't want to sign him, and you trade him. I mean, I get it's a business, but at the same time, I don't know how to feel good about this trade. I just don't. I mean, you trade your heart and passion for a guy who's a project. I mean, we're gonna find out what it is. We did sign Zach Bond back, but again, You got to give me Starks, man. You have to. I can't go into the season with no fucking Sidney Brown and Reed Blankenship and McCollum. Sorry, I can't. That doesn't move me. Doesn't move me at all. Doesn't make me say, oh, we're Super Bowl champions. No, it doesn't. It says we went back to where our ways was 2023. I need Starks and more on that football field for the Eagles in 2025, in 2026, and the future. So again, it is what it is. I don't get it, bro. I think you lost toughness. I think you lost competitiveness. And I think you need to make that up. I think you need to get one of those top safeties, bro. I do. You've got to get a dog in here, bro. You've got to get a dog in here. And you got to get one. You got to get one. I don't care who it is. I get it done. Get it done. Because you need someone. Because I'm sorry, Sidney Brown and Reed Blankenship, no. And McCollum, no. No, I don't feel confident. And then you got your corners. You don't got Isaiah Rodgers. You got Keely Ringo, who never played a full season, played some games, was getting cooked, I believe, by guys. And I mean, wasn't he getting burnt in Seattle? And that's the last time I think he's been a starter. He's played some game, probably a portion of a game, but he's mostly been on special teams. And you got Quinyon, who's been your starter. He's your only shutdown corner. You don't have any defense linemen, really. You lost Mel Williams. I think defense is fine. You need corner and safety. Those are only two that I think you need. And I think you need another tight end. Now, I mean, I want to see what Dallas Goedert trade's going to look like now. Because we're trading guys for fourth-round picks, then we must be getting – maybe we get a trade. Maybe we get Goddard and we get a safety. Wouldn't that be funny if we traded for a safety for Goddard? That'd be funny. So I ain't going to lie. I forgot he was on the trade block. But yeah. I don't know how to feel about this, bro. I don't know how to feel about this. So yeah, Mel Williams is gone. Yeah. I don't know how to feel about it, bro. I just don't. You can say whatever you want. You don't get rid of a guy like that, man. You just don't get rid of a guy and not replace it with the best. And I'm sorry, you get rid of a heart and soul in your defense and you don't get Starks or more, I'm going to be really pissed off. Because what are you doing? What's your plan? Again, you're not going to tell me Sidney Brown is your starter when Fangio has avoided him by playing him all year. He's not played him at all unless he was forced to. You're not going to sit there and say, well, we blame Sidney Brown. No, that's bullshit. So I know that's bullshit. So again, it got to be I truly believe they love Starks in this draft, or they like more. One of those two are going to. I got a feeling Howard Rose is making a move to move up. That's my plan. I got a feeling that the Eagles are moving up for a safety. We made a mistake getting ready to say, yeah, we did, and that's what I'm saying. You can't go into this. Listen, the Eagles have time to fix this. Again, we don't know what they're doing in this draft. I think the Eagles are going to be really aggressive in this draft. You got to be. And I think you got to have a better draft than you had last year. Unfortunately, you got to have a better draft than you had last year. And last year was great. You got Quinyon, you got Cooper. You got to have a way better than one this year because you lost a lot. You lost a lot. And this is what happens when you win also. Guys are going to go. We knew Mel Williams was going to go. We knew Sweat was going to go. Now, only guy I knew everybody was going to go, but I didn't know CJ was going to go. If you told me we were training CJ Gardner Johnson after the Super Bowl, I'd be like, huh? Okay, maybe a first-round pick. No, we're going to trade him for a guard who's never has. We're going to trade him for Green, the offensive guard for the Texans. I'd be like, huh? What is you smoking on, bro? But it happened, and we got to see what the plan is, man. I don't know what the plan is. You got to think it's Melcon Starks, bro. You got it. Either it's Melchi Moore, Melcon Moore, whatever you want to call him. I call him the Melcons because that's what I'm going to call him, or Melchon Moore, or whatever his name is, from Alabama, or it got to be Melcon Starks. One of those two safeties is going to be an Eagle. I don't know who. I hope it is. I hope they are. Because if we don't, we're fighting, bro. For real. I swear to God, we send Reed Blankenship too. I'm gonna be pissed off. I think so. James Simone said the Eagles are about to extend. I think the Eagles are about to extend Reed Blankenship this. If they extend Reed Blankenship, bro, and that is the plan. Nah, I'm good, bro. No, let him walk, bro. Please, let him walk. He's not in staying out safety. Why do people say that? He's not better than CJ. I'm sorry, he's not. And if that's the plan, they're morons. They're morons. They're morons. He's not a star safety, bro. He's a good safety. He's not a star. He's not a star. That is a stupid decision to make if they do that. That is a dumb decision. Reed Blankenship better not get stitched. I'm telling you right now. Not after the CJ. You want to stem afterwards? Okay, cool. But he does not deserve. You better not pay him top money. I mean, you can replace a Blankenship. You can't replace CJ. And that's what I'm saying. Reed Blankenship's not a star. What is with people trying to overhype Blankenship? Like seriously, man. Like, I get he's a good safety. Stop smoking crack and think he's better than CJ. Stop it. Stop. Please stop. Stop. Please stop. Because what was he without CJ? I'll wait. Stop smoking crack, please. Earth to Eagle fans. Please stop smoking crack if you think CJ is better. Like, why would I extend Reed Blankenship? For what? For what, man? Like seriously, like, I'm not restructured. If I'm paying someone, it's not Reed Blankenship. I like Blankenship, but no, we better not be extending. We better be drafting the safety. We better be drafting the safety, bro. I'm telling you right now, we better. Because the more I think about this trade, and again, we're going to find out what Howard Roseman is. Again, maybe Howard Roseman has a plan. Hold on, Desi. I'm trying to put you on, bro. Give me a second. Trying to put you on. All right. Is you live?
No, I am not live. Can you hear me?
Can anybody hear him? Hold on. Let me. They upgraded the StreamYard to some bullshit now. Hold on. Add to the stage. All right, you on stage now. We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Your audio, I can hear.
All right, first. All right. Well, first off, does my mic sound trashy?
Yeah, it's loud, but it's cool, man. Talk. How you feeling, Desi Gonani? How you feeling about the trade?
First of all, let me just say, of all the moves that I just always, love to see how we do.
Mm-hmm.
This is I don't like it. I wasn't mad about the slave thing, if that's true or not. I wasn't mad about the audio's cutting off.
A little bit, yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me take this off. Hold on.
All right.
All right, y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. It's better. Yep.
All right, I can't hold it like this for long because I'm not going to explain why. But anyway, of all the things I agree for Howie to do, this is not one of them. I don't like it. I do not like it. I freaking hate it. CJ Gardner Johnson. I mean, first of all, let me just say I am a fan. I'm a team first. I'm a fan before and after CJ. All right, I've. I'm a fan. It's all about the logo. That's what all that matters. But I don't like this move because CJ Gardner Johnson was pretty much he was like the voice of our defense, the swagger, the personality, anything you want to imagine. That was CJ right there. Yep. And it's like I'm not discrediting, Cooper DeJean or Quinyon Mitchell on them or Zach Bond, but you can see the big difference. You can see the big difference, whether if it was CJ Gardner Johnson there or if it was Terrell Edmonds or what's his name? What's his
Byard.
name? The other guy, Kevin
Byard.
Byard. When there were expectations for both of them to step up, when we signed them, they flopped miserably.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it goes to show you that CJ was a special piece for our secondary. And the fact that we just let him go just like that, it sucks. And even though, yeah, he blew a few coverages, but who was going to do it better than him?
Yeah.
I mean, the next best up in our safety was Reed Blankenship, but I don't think he would have done enough to cover, CJ's footsteps. It just sucks. It really does suck, and I really wanted him to retire as an Eagle pretty much, and it just sucks.
And not only that, right? Not only that, like think about again. I'm gonna read this trade one more time because I'm trying to figure out what is the plan, right? The shocker, Eagles are traded Gardner Johnson for a Texas exchange for Kenyon Green, okay, and pick swap with the Eagles getting a 2026 fifth round pick. We give them a 2026 rounder and CJ, so we give them a pick also, or 1 versus 6 rounders for a top safety, and we get a project. And by the way, a lot of people are saying Kenyon Green is not even a starter, that he's just a project. So it's like, why? Like that's the only thing if you traded for him for a guy that would be a starter or a guy that has experience, that's been good, I'd be like, okay, cool, I got you. You got a corner out of there, you got a safety, you got something back, right? Or even a second rounder, I'd be cool with that. But you got a guard that Houston fans, like I said, I've been reading their reactions on IG. They're saying he's trash. They're saying good luck, Eagle fans, good luck because he's terrible. It's like, how am I supposed to sit back and say, you know what, this is a good trade? Because that don't make me feel good. But again, I got to see what Harry Roseman does in his draft. And if we could get one of those top safeties, because now you got to go for safety, right? If you could get Starks or more, then I'm cool. I'll be sitting back like, all right, you did what you had to do. You fixed it. I'm cool with that. I got to trust Howard there's a plan. There's no way you trade a guy like that and not have a plan. And I'm sorry, Sidney Brown, we saw he wasn't even part of the defense where Fangio was the defense coordinator. So you gonna tell me
he was a special teams most likely. Yeah, he was special teams.
And they're talking about they think he could be a starter now. It's like, okay, why wasn't he starting last year? Because we put McCollum out there, and I'm sorry, McCollum and Sidney Brown and Reed Blankenship, they don't sit comfortable with me. Again, we got the draft. I got to see what Howard Roseman does, and I trust him. Listen, Howard Roseman's been to 2 Super Bowls, 3 Super Bowls to be exact. Won 2 of them out of 1, so he's been there and he's done it. And I got to trust that he knows what he's doing. So again, I hate the trade because you lose toughness, and you saw what happened in 2023. And
yes,
you
exactly.
Saw that.
Yeah.
And now that you lost Slay, you lost Isaiah Rodgers, you lost Milton Williams. We knew Milton Williams and Sweat were coming back. We knew that. But you could have signed Isaiah Rodgers. Isaiah Rodgers went for what, 2-year deal, maybe less than money you could have paid him. Warren Burks goes to the Bengals for a 3-year deal, or something like that, less money. You could have signed those guys, but you chose not to. And I'm sitting back like, okay, what is the plan? I think Howard Roseman is going to be. This is what I think. I think the Eagles are looking at the safety in this draft and saying, we feel comfortable with leaving CJ go because we see some guys that could replace him that we haven't seen when we first let him go the first time. We think that there's a guy that could be just better safeties than what we had with CJ. And that's what I think. Because if your plan is Reed Blankenship and Sidney Brown, hey, man, more power to you, I guess. Because it's going to be a long season. You have to draft a safety now. I think that safety needs to be top priority. You still need a corner. And I still think that, we still got to find out what the Dallas Goedert situation. Do they trade him or did they keep him? Now because they kept some money now. Now you trade CJ. Do you keep Goedert? Or do you trade him? We don't even know what the situation. Maybe they trade him to get a player back that we've been needing, like a corner. Maybe they trade him for a corner. Maybe they trade him for a safety. I don't know. All I got to say is I got to trust Howie Roseman has a plan. But I am pissed off. And anybody says that we can't be mad or you can't have any feelings. Like, listen, when a guy like that walks out your building, and you saw see, I mean, you didn't have to look further. Last year versus the Commanders, that second game when CJ got ejected, you saw how that defense was playing when he left, and that defense did not look good. And I don't want that situation back. So, you have to get someone in that building, and it cannot be no Sidney Brown, bro. The fact that the Fangio has made it clear that he's not the guy when he's on special teams, and you had McCollum out there. How can you sit there and say, "Oh yeah, we trust Sidney Brown now"? No, we want to have a chance. I think that's smoke and mirrors. I think they're saying that because they don't want teams to think what they're thinking. So we'll see, man. We'll see that. But you traded for Kenyon Green. Kenyon Green has been a bust so far. I heard that he's also been injury prone. He's coming off shoulder injury, supposedly. So this guy's coming off a shoulder injury. He hasn't played well. And you're getting a project guy who a lot of people think is not even a starter. So again, I don't know, Desi. I don't know. I mean, we're going to have to find out, bro. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know either, man. It's like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I understand he's 23 years old, and he was a first rounder and everything from 2 years ago. And perhaps with Jeff Stoutland, it's anything's possible with Jeff Stoutland. But my problem is, like, how is the mindset with Kenyon Green? Is he going to be able to handle the criticism by Jeff Stoutland because he wants to bring the best of the best? It's time to separate the man from the girls. You feel me? We got, we gotta. That's what it's all about. It's not only that we gotta worry about, but how is his mindset stepping into that Philly passion? Because we already seen a couple players that's turning out to be too soft. So that's the thing that concerns me as well about this trade. And lastly, I mean, well, I think that's what I say about Kenyon Green. I don't know, man. And as far as Sidney Brown goes, I can understand the only reason why we didn't really go with Sidney Brown as the starter is because, well, first off, Reed Blankenship, he showed so much promise. And to the point, you have to start him. And come on, this is CJ we're talking about. Like, a no-brainer, you got to start CJ Gardner Johnson. That's a no-brainer right there. But right now, it's hard to even trust Sidney Brown as a starter now because coming after 2023 season, I think he tore his ACL in that meaningless game against the Giants. So it was kind of hard. You can't really start him right away anyway. So there's that. I don't know, man. It's like when you say that safety is our top priority, although that I do agree 50-50, I do believe there's a legitimate reason. But it's hard to choose whether if we're going to go a safety or we're going to go. We got to look at the edge because I don't think Bryce Huff is it. I don't think he's it. I mean, there's Noah Smith on one side, Bryce Huff on the other, and I forgot who the others that we got. But
well, how come he's still in his building, bro? Like, what could we just trade into Houston?
Listen, it's up to me. I get rid of him as well. But the money that we paid him, it was a huge panic signing that's not really working out. So we have no choice but to keep him. I mean, maybe I don't know who the other team that was with him previously. I forgot who that coach was. Was it? It wasn't Salah. It was someone else.
This is for our top safety. Ready? So this is according to the Houston grade. He has an offensive grade, a 38.6, passing block grade, a 39.7, and run block grade, he has a 44.6.
Oh my God! That's referring to Kenyon Green.
Yep.
Oh God. Anyway, oh my God. I don't even want to get into that. Oh my God. Let me just say, as far as the draft goes, I think that it will either have to be a safety, a corner, if we don't trust Keely Ringo enough, or definitely an edge. I feel like we're so thin at edge right now.
Let me ask you: Do you trust Keely after what you saw? Do you think he could be a starter?
It's one of those things where I would have to see it to believe it. I would have to he would have to prove that he is a starter. Because right now it's always been about. I mean, the year of it was about Bradbury and Slay. This year is about Quinyon Mitchell and Slay. So now, if Keely Ringo is going to get his opportunity as a starter, we have to see that he is ready. I mean, because he's shown some promise. He's shown some impressive moments, some potential, but he wasn't a starter. You feel me? He wasn't a starter. So we got to see him play 4 quarters now. That's the question. Is he ready for that? For that kind of commitment?
I mean, there's some good corners in this draft. I mean, I know you can't get Will Johnson from Michigan. I mean, the Wolverine. Michigan. But there's some good. I like Trey Amos from Ole Miss. I like his ball skills. There's a lot of corners in this draft that I always watch. Can they look back at the ball? Or are they looking at the quarterback when they throw? Because a lot of corners, they turn away and they turn heads. And they rely on speed a lot. Trey Amos is the guy I like. I like his ball skills. I think he's 6'2", 6'2", something like that. He has good ball skills. No one is talking about him. If he slips in that second round, I can see where a scenario where the Eagles might jump on that guy, because I've been saying, I think that DB right now, and now when you lose CJ, I think safety has to be your priority. I think either you go DB or you go safety. I don't know about you, but let's say you're in a situation where you have a chance to get a guy like Starks in that first round. You got to take him now. You can't wait until that second round unless you get a top early second round. I mean, early second round pick, like literally the first pick in the second round you have, because you can't wait. So I don't want to be in a situation where you have another Kayvon Wallace, a 4th round safety again. I don't want to be. You have to get a dog in this building, bro. Because CJ Gardner Johnson, now you trade him. All those picks that you got, because listen, let me look at all these picks that Howie Roseman's acquired, because Howie loves conditional picks, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But you got to get players out of it. Right now, when you look at the great, again, I'm gonna read it for everybody who thinks that this right now went out, and this is why I don't like this trade, because again, this is Kenyon Green's bio that the Houston Texans had the 2024 season. Okay, so he played in 2024 grades. He has a 38.6, the 77 guard. Okay, passing block rate, a 39.7, 69th, 73 guard. Run block rate of 44.6, 73rd, ranked 73rd, 73 guard.
It's just so much disrespect. It's so much disrespect, man. It's very disrespectful to CJ. I mean, even though CJ is on a competitive team, but that was just a dumb trade. I don't like it, man.
And listen. If there's a guy who can develop this guy, it's Jeff Stalin. So maybe Jeff Stalin, he could turn out to be Jordan Malott again, right? A great left tackle for years, right? I'm not saying he's left tackle. I'm just saying he could be a really good player. I don't know. All I'm saying is right now, when you look at, I would never sit there and say, you know what, let's trade CJ Gardner Johnson for a guy who looks like to be.
He was one of the least I expected, yeah. But I'm gonna give you a very bold prediction. Okay. Well, first of all, is Slay signed? Is he officially signed to the Pittsburgh Steelers, or is it not official yet?
So the rumors is he's going to be able to do it on Monday, so he should be a free agent by Monday. That's the rumor going around. That the Eagles are going to let him go probably around Monday.
All right. If he doesn't,
he's going to Pittsburgh. He's going to Pittsburgh. You already know he's going to Pittsburgh. There's no way you bring him back. No, I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you're going young, then why would you bring him back? There's no point of that. That tells me that then that CJ situation was about the beef with him. If you don't bring him back unless you're going. If you're going young, then you get rid of Slay and you start over, right? You keep the young guys, right? You're about youth, right? And that's why you got rid of them, was because of money. Part of it also, I heard this because of money. They want to look for this year and next year. I get all that, right? You need to sign guys like Jurgensen and all that stuff. I get that. Go ahead.
I don't know. I was going to say my bold prediction. He probably going to end up coming back. And it's like, can you hear me? Am I cut off?
Nah, I can hear you.
Hello? Okay. I was saying, well, my bold prediction was going to be that Slay's going to come back, and nobody knew. At first, everyone thought that we chose CJ over him, but the blind side, what happened? We ended up letting we end up trading C.J. Gardner Johnson and Slay. A very bold prediction. Slay might end up coming back, and if that happens, not saying it will, but a big if, that's going to be a huge spin in the face of C.J. Gardner Johnson. He's going to despise us because basically we betrayed him.
I swear to God, we do that shit, bro.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if it happens, I'm gonna tell you right now, if it happens, I want you to grab this clip, and say I told you so.
I swear.
But that being insane, huh?
I'm not going to be happy if we do that, because that would be a absolute douchebag move. You do that, then we're not talking about Young. You just did that because you don't like his character, which I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. You know, Slade does. I think there's some. You know, you saw. I mean, people just talk about the autograph don't matter, but you could see Slade and CJ weren't. You know, and supposedly he retweeted a post by him pretty much saying Slade was right, CJ wasn't a leader. Look at him now and all that stuff. Like I don't want that dude back, man. I'm tired of this podcast, his antics like you're throwing guy, you know, and how do you bring a guy back who threw your quarterback under the bus? Because that's what you did.
Just think, yeah. I think. Go ahead. I'm cutting you off of shit. Go ahead.
No. I'm just saying, let him go to Pittsburgh so he can get more spots than DK Metcalf and Pickens over there. No.
Man,
let's go, Young.
About his podcast, it's like I stayed quiet long enough about the whole podcast thing, you know, and it's like he's a grown ass man, and sure, he's entitled to do whatever, and I try to put up with it, but I feel like the podcast is what just ruins everything. It divides the locker room, and it's like it's bad enough. Like Micah Parsons, he talks too much on his damn podcast, and I gotta keep that same energy with Slay. It's like he doesn't say too much, but I feel like what he said about Hurts, he low-key crossed the line. Like, if only he was like, you know, if only he at least been slick and just throw Jalen Hurts into the mix. He ain't got to be serious about it, but just mention it so it won't, like, look as bad. But right now, it's like, I mean, look, I'm not mad at his opinion that he doesn't feel like, you know, Hurts is elite or anything. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, it's like I can't be mad, but at the same time, I'm laughing. Because if you say Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and what, Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
Josh if you say those four is elite, what does that make Jalen Hurts in regards to Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Joe Burrow never winning a Super Bowl, let alone visit a Super Bowl? What does that say about Jalen Hurts that's done it all and beat the GOAT in the playoffs when it matters the most?
Yeah.
So I mean, let me cook this. I'm gonna let you finish. Let me cook right quick. And it's like Slay. And Slay, it's like, I'm not mad at your opinion, but it's like, you need to keep in mind, and at this point, I don't care if you come across this clip, my opinion, and although I respect Lady Slay, shout out to her, but we gotta call spade a spade. Slay, you are elite in your career, but if it had not been for Jalen Hurts that you don't acknowledge as part of your list, if it hadn't been for Jalen Hurts, you would still be a ringless peasant. You would never win a Super Bowl. You would just be a solid cornerback that's never won a Super Bowl, you know, even with Matthew Stafford previously. So it's like, you need to show some respect for the quarterback that made your dream come true. Because besides Patrick Mahomes, those other three quarterbacks would have never done it for you. Yeah. So you owe Jalen Hurts a little more respect. Matter of fact, you owe him more respect. You don't want to put Jalen Hurts in the elite category? Fine. He deserves to be in a higher category than elite.
Yeah.
Because your quarterback that you played with, he beat the GOAT. He's the undisputed champion at this point. Well, the Eagles are. My bad. Let me remove that because I kind of went too far right there. The Eagles are the undisputed champion.
Say what you had to say. Stay what you had to say. Like, and
when I say undisputed, that's supposed to be for the franchise, being as though we did just we slayed the GOAT twice. of two different eras, which makes us undisputed. So there's that. Hurts, yeah, he slayed Patrick Mahomes that he named the GOAT, the elite. And he also, got a Super Bowl ring, unlike Lamar Jackson, unlike Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. You want to call him elite? Fine. But last time I checked, elites win Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's
So if
beating
you
every one
ask
of them.
me, I think he's overrating those other quarterbacks. Let me just say that. He's
Well,
overrating those quarterbacks.
well, I'm just going to say this too. I mean, this is the same dude said in the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts, stop playing with my, his quote that he said to Jalen Hurts after that Super Bowl win. He said Jalen Hurts is elite, but now you going back and backtrack. Like I call him Dr. Jekyll and Hyde because he likes to switch back and forth of what he wants. He says one thing and he goes back on his word. It's like, bro, just stick what you have to say.
Man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He called Jalen Hurts a Super Bowl.
I mean, he already said it.
He says he's elite, and then he says no.
It's like he already said it at this point. He already said it at this point, and it's like, bro, like this is why podcast fucking destroys everything. Like you got people asking these ridiculous questions. Like normally they're so good, and like cutting the question short. They're so good at beating around. Like why don't he do that in his own podcast though? They talk too damn much.
Yeah. And he taking shots at Devontae Smith too. It's like, why are you doing that? Like, it's like like we there's one Eagle player that we all love, and that's Devontae Smith. You don't take shots at him, man. And you say,
wait, he took shots at Smitty?
Yeah, he said prime OBJ is better than Devontae Smith. Like why? Like
OBJ is better than Smitty. Let me just say this: OBJ. And with the Giants was legit. He was like top 3.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I felt like overall, he like, what's the word? He declined as each year went by.
Mm-hmm.
Smitty overall, I don't know, man. It's like
talk too much.
He's got to elaborate when he says that.
Yeah.
He's got to elaborate when he says that.
I feel like that he's upset because the Eagles didn't let him. I think there's some emotion towards the fact the Eagles want to bring him back. And I think that's what it's like, all right, since you want me to bring him back, I'm going to tell you how I really feel. I think he was just saying that. But it's like, when guys, how guys really how they feel is when they leave. You start seeing it come out. Now they're backtracking. They're saying, well, Jalen, how I said Jalen was the lead? Nah, he ain't a lead anymore. So I don't care about the team anymore. I ain't on that team anymore. So now I'm a free agent. I can say whatever I want. Devontae Smith, he ain't better than OBJ. It's like, really, bro? Like, you trying to get back on the team and you saying all that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he feel like he just now can say whatever he wants because he was trying to hold that in because he was still on that team. I don't know. It's some goofy-ass shit that you just don't say. Especially for a guy who has a C on his chest. He's supposed to be one of the captains. And you saying that?
It's like OBJ in his early Giants days, elites, no doubt about it. It's tough. Like he was up there with Julio and like who was the other dude with the Larry Fitzgerald and them. I mean, he was up there, no doubt about it. Calvin Johnson, he was definitely up there. Well, not better than Calvin Johnson or Larry Fitzgerald, but he was definitely at one point elite. But now it's like he's falling off, and I don't think right now he would be better than Smitty, like, because overall Smitty, like, like Smith, because Smitty been in the game for like what, maybe 3 years now, 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I think it's 4th year coming up, right?
It's 4 years. I felt like those past 4 years, Smitty has been very consistent. OBJ, on the other hand, not necessarily. So I don't know. Slay got to elaborate when he talks about that. He's got to elaborate.
So Dave Scarrow from at DC Garrow NBCS said, with the CJ Gardner Johnson trade, I'm told a big part of it is freeing up money to keep other core players I'm sorry. Keeping core players is the reason why they traded CJ Gardner Johnson. Told a big part of it freeing up money to keep the other core players in the building. The hope is also to give former 3rd-round pick Sidney Brown a chance to compete for a starting job. I don't believe that, man.
I don't know.
No way you can believe that. No way. I think they're
I
just
don't
saying
really
that.
I don't really believe that.
I mean, what do
And
you
it's like we
expect?
just re-signed CJ last year, or my bad. Well, yeah, we just
Yeah, we signed
re-signed him
him.
for
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah. After we didn't resign him the previous year because we thought he wasn't worth that money, remember? And he went to the Lions. So it was like, you
No. We offer him the most. We even offered him more than the Lions.
yeah, but the
His
backload guarantee
agent
wasn't
made the
enough. The
very
Lions
harsh
offered him more.
decision. He made that
Mhm.
he made that dumb decision to have CJ walk.
Yeah, but he made the Lions better. I mean, it's not coincidence. Like someone said, both times we've been 14-3 and we've been to Super Bowls. The Eagles won a Super Bowl with C.J. Gardner Johnson. C.J. Gardner Johnson was in their Super Bowl in 2022. So it's like it's not a coincidence. Like this guy has been I think is a core piece, and I just
I
think that he
think he
should
is.
hardly
He was a
so you did.
voice. Most definitely the
And
voice of our defense.
I want to see because again, even if you draft these guys, right? Let's say you get stars. I want to see. I'm going to find out. I guess we're going to find out in this draft if they do believe in Sim Brown. If they don't believe there's a safety in this draft that they're worth taking, then it's going to be like, all right, we'll see what Sim Brown has. But it's like, how can you go into the season when the guy hasn't played all year except special teams? And when he did play, he was missing. He was headhunting most of the time, and he didn't know how to wrap up. Like you had Tristan McCollum over him in the Super Bowl. I didn't think he played. Did he play even one snap in the Super Bowl?
I
Or
don't
was
even
that
know.
when
Maybe
the
special
guy
teams.
was that the
Maybe
rookie
special
receiver
teams.
who cooked him? Was that the rookie receiver who cooked him too? By the way, in the Hail Mary.
Oh yeah, freaking what's his name? Xavier Worthy. Oh
Yeah, both him.
yeah.
He was on the field. He's getting lit up, and you think I'm supposed to?
All I'm gonna say is, man.
We better get stars.
All I'm gonna say is,
We better
man.
get
I just want to believe. I want to believe, like, but I feel like Sydney's got to prove like he is like ready. He is the starter because I don't. He has yet to prove that.
he, he has
Uh,
he had 1 year
it's
with
tough.
Sean Asai, man. Like it's like, but that's not our defense coordinator. Like you're not getting the guy who's been in the same system. You're getting the guy who's never played in Fangio's system except special teams. It's like he's never played in Fangio's system in a full season.
Special
So it's
teams
like,
with a previous torn ACL at that.
yeah, but he was cleared to play, and he's been playing. It's just Fangio didn't trust him. They asked him, it's like, you think Sidney Brown's going to play more? He said, yeah. But it's like you put Tristan McCollum out there. If Sidney Brown was your guy, right? It would be different if Sidney Brown was rotated with C.J. Gardner Johnson. He was playing awesome, right? We had to see more of him. But it's like, you didn't see that. So it's like, now you think he's only the guy after you trade CJ? I just think there's so much more to it why we traded him.
There is so much more. Like I don't know if he asked for more money or maybe the locker
Might
room
have.
was maybe he was asking for more money. Maybe it could have been that. Maybe the locker room was so divided with him, but none of us like really knew. Like I think a lot happened in the locker room, but of course we don't know. But the wildest thing about it is that it could have been a collapse 2.0. But surprisingly, it wasn't that at all. In fact, we went from one of the most embarrassing, divided, team or whatever, from that collapse, to being one of the scariest defense, which is insane.
Yeah.
So it's like I just don't know. We probably won't know until like maybe close to the season start. I don't know.
We're gonna find out. I guarantee by week 4 we're gonna find out what this team's all about. And again, this. We're just saying this without the draft. So anybody in the comments about, well, you got to relax. No, listen. If they get a top safety, like let's say you go out. Let's say the Eagles go out
reaction.
And get. Just again, it's emotional because it just happened. Now, like 4 days later, we go in the draft. Like let's say we get in the draft and we get a guy like Starks. I'm gonna be like, all right, cool. You got a safety. I'm cool with that. You get a corner. Cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm relaxed, right? But I'm looking at it now. Right now, when I'm looking at it, it's like, okay, what is our plan? I mean, if you make a trade the next day for a safety, and it's maybe you trade Dallas Goedert for a safety. Let's say you do that. Okay, I get that, but we haven't made any moves to solidify.
I forgot about the Goddard thing. I forgot all about that.
I think he's the next one being gone. I think that trade with CJ has been a woodworks for a while. So I think that's been in a while. I think the Goddard trade. Do they trade Goddard? Now you save money. Do you keep him? Maybe they were trying to save Goddard from getting traded, so they traded CJ. I would kept CJ Gardner Johnson, just drafted the safety, and then have him learn under him, and then trade him. That's what I would have done.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a tough one, man, for real. I mean, although, like, Goddard has what it takes, if not already, to be, like, at least top 2 or top 3 best safety. But it's the injury that kills us at times.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, he can also block. I don't think Calcaterra is good in blocking, really.
No, and I looked at these guys in this draft, the tight end. The only guy that I like so far out of this draft is that Penn State tight end. None of these guys are world, and nothing close to Goddard. I looked at this guy from Michigan. What's his name? Loveland from Michigan. I looked at this guy. The LSU. I'm not impressed. I'm just not. There's no one that says this guy is going to be good. The only guy that I see is the Penn State tight end that everybody has him going to the top, and I don't see the Eagles drafting the tight end first. I just don't. I mean, now you need safety. You're probably drafting safety first, and you're probably double back in the early second round and getting DB, because now you need to shore up that defense. You know what I'm saying? And you might need to trade for a safety, whether it's Kyle Pitts. There's been rumors that the Falcons, from Huff, now they lost Grady Jarrett.
No.
Grady Jarrett's gone. Do they need a guy like Bryce Huff now? Maybe you call up, the Falcons and get a guy like Kyle Pitts. And I'm not a fan of Kyle Pitts. If you ask me, I'd rather draft a tight end at that point. But that's what I've been hearing, is that the Falcons are his former defense coordinator with the Jets is over in with the Falcons, and the one who got the best out of Bryce Huff. And that could be an option, just saying. So, yeah. My computer's still frozen. I don't know what's happening. But, yeah. So, I mean, we're going to find out. We're going to find out what this team is all about, bro. Because, listen, Howie Roseman's going to have I think he's going to have a better draft than he had last year. And last year was great. You got Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell. You're going to have to top that. You're going to have to. I need to see at least 2 starters on that team. Yeah, I need 2 starters on that football team. And you can't reach it. You can't reach. You have to go for the best player. So if there's a safety on that board and he's ranked top, take him. Take him. You know what I'm saying? I need a safety. I need a corner in that building, bro. Because right now, you lost a lot. I mean, edge rushing, defense, man, you could fill that in the 4th or 5th because listen, Sweat was a 3rd round pick. You can get a guy like that in the 3rd. But corner and safety, those are got to be your top priorities, in my opinion. Tight end, you probably can get in later rounds. Running back, probably later rounds. I don't know what the Gainwell situation. I don't know about that situation. I don't know. I mean, Miles Sanders got released. Did Eagles bring him back? Oh, no, please don't. You know what I'm saying? Just start Shipley and Barkley, man. You know what I'm saying? But, there is some rumors the Eagles might bring Miles Sanders back. I mean, if you bring Miles Sanders back, then again, why? He's going to be behind Saquon Barkley like he did in college. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't know. I mean, you definitely need DB. You definitely need safety now. I think those are your 2 priorities that you got to go for now.
Corner, safety, definitely edge. Corner, safety, and edge, in my opinion.
Yeah. Edge is another one. And you might be in a situation where, like, again, that you can't fill everything out now. And now you got to hope that you can, get some undrafted guys to come in. Because you can't, the draft, I know Howard is not going to fill every position, but safety and corner, you have to get a player, man. You got to get a player in there. Because if you don't, you got Washington over there who just got Deebo Samuel. And this is why I was so comfortable with Deebo coming in. Now I'm not comfortable because I knew CJ Gardner Johnson can handle Deebo Samuel. You got Reed Blankenship and Sidney Brown, who he killed. Oh. Okay. All right. I mean, Howard Roseman must have a plan or something because
I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I do.
I got him.
Yeah, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, 3 Super Bowl visits, 2 of them being W's. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
him. It's just him letting too many players walk and nothing be done about it in the end. That's the thing that concerns me in a way. I mean, I think we'll be fine approaching the season, but I don't know. I don't really think our defense is going to be as like much as I feel like our defense will be good, but not anywhere near as dominant as they was like this past season. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's what it feels like in a way, but hopefully, Vic Fangio being there, aka one of our greatest defensive coordinators since the Jim Johnson days, we'll just
yeah.
have to kick back and see how it turns out. We'll just have to see.
Yeah, dude, like again, I think the Houston Texans on the other hand got better. I mean, they already have a good defense over there, and you just added CJ with Stanley, you added with CJ Anderson over there, and then you
Yep.
got the cornerback from the Georgia that you got. What's his name? You got him over there.
Yep.
You know, they're stacking up on that defense, and they give you one of the worst guards that you could get. Like you didn't get, Laramie Tonsil. Houston's players are upset about that trade. You don't see anything about them saying Kenyon Green is such an upsetting trade for us. No, they're talking about Laramie Tonsil being upsetting. You know what I'm saying? How players in Houston are feeling about it. They don't like that one bit. They're not mentioning one thing about Kenyon Green. So I think it's more of a project, man. And again, either the geniuses or you look like the guy has an egg on your face. And we're going to find out if Howard Roseman is once again trying to overthink things, or is he going to be the guy that says, you know what? There's safeties in this draft. Let's get a guy who can be a starter for years, and we don't have to worry about paying.
So wait, so the fifth round picks that we swapped, you said that was 2026?
Yeah, so let me read this trade again because I pulled it up. Oh, by the way, Eagles are interested. I'll get to that report because they're looking at free agent market, man. Shocker, the Eagles have traded C.J. Gardner Johnson, Texas exchange for Kenyon Green, and a pick swap
Yep.
with the Eagles getting a 2026 fifth round pick in exchange for a 2026 round pick. So we give them a 6-rounder plus CJ, and we get a 5th round pick in Kenyon Green.
Basically a bag of Cheetos. You might as well say that. As long as he's considered a project, he's simply a bag of party mix or Doritos, Cheetos, or hers, potato chips, whatever you want to call it. That's just what it is at that point.
Yeah, we put
That's
him a
just what
swap
it
picks and we
is.
give him a star safety.
You
But
gotta you
he said
gotta
you niggas want.
match. The compensation's got to be a match, and CJ, a proven starter, solid safety. You trade that for a project, a
Yo,
very unproven guard. That's
the
my
chip, the
issue
chip,
right there.
I'm going to Chip Kelly actually give Howard Roseman pointers, man, because this reminds me of the Kiko Alonso and LaShawn McCoy situation, bro. I don't
That's
want to overthink.
bro. That's like gambling. That's like gambling your last $100 for a scratch off ticket. That's pretty much what it is.
Hey, and you get like a penny.
And you get like a penny, or maybe like what? Oh, congrats, you win $2. Like what?
No, you get like two. You get probably like what $5, and why you lose 100, so you lose money, but you don't gain any money. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, or you get to spin. You get to spin again, and you still get none. I again, you know, say I, there must have been something going on because like that, I don't see that, man.
Three things happened. Three things could have happened. One, he asked for way too much money. Two, and I do want to give credit to Philly 500 because he beat me to it because I was thinking the exact same thing. But I think Taylor Swift was in on it. Taylor Swift might have been in on it. Or three, freaking Jason Kelsey. He didn't like that C.J. Gardner Johnson was toying with his brother's mind and shit. He didn't like it. I think it could have been one of those three.
So Mike Garafo just reported, tweeted, this is new CJ Gardner Johnson. Gardner Johnson is due to make $8.5 million and $111.5 million over the next 2 seasons. Green, whose time was the Texans was up and down, is in last year of his rookie deal at $2.8 million. Clearly, the Eagles O-line Jeff Stalin sees potential. Okay, so you trade for a project, basically. Okay, that's what we get. So he's up and down.
As I said, $100 scratching ticket. You win $5. Is that or a bag of Cheetos? Or I don't know. Bad trade. That's all I'm gonna say. Bad move. I don't like it. Bad move.
Right now, it looks like Howard Roseman got fleeced right now, man. Let's see what he does with the picks. But right now, he looked like he got fleeced, man.
I feel like Howie makes a lot of great moves, but when he makes a bad decision, it's not just any bad decision. It's a really bad decision. Because last year, we let Hassan Reddick walk. And then we overpaid Bryce Huff. Okay, that's two bad decisions right there. But this year, just getting rid of CJ, I mean, what, like, something had to have happened. Something had to have happened. That's all I gotta say. Something had to have happened because this makes zero sense. Zero. If any reason Howie just got rid of CJ like that, don't sleep on the possibility that CJ probably did something that, or maybe he divided the locker room. I don't know, because it just makes zero sense. It makes zero sense.
So right now, trending immediately getting traded. News Texas DB CJ Gardner Johnson went on Madden and to trade himself while live streaming it.
What happened?
So CJ Gardner Johnson reacted to trade on Madden and it didn't go through. So he reacted. He traded himself on Madden to see if it would go through, and it denied.
See?
Yeah.
And there it is.
Oh, man.
And there it is.
It's crazy. Yeah.
But how is he reacting exactly? Like, was he like, oh fuck Philly, or they,
No.
like?
No, I mean,
was no hard feelings or anything.
So here's his Twitter. Heartwarming. Love in Philadelphia. There was two. First, he says Super Bowl champs forever, and he wrote this, and this is why I love CJ Gardner Johnson. I mean, he could have went the soft way like Slade did. He said, "Thank you, Philly. You've been more than a city to me. You've been a home. From the moment I stepped on the Lincoln Financial, I knew I found a piece where passion isn't just celebrated, it's demanded. I gave everything, every snap, every hit, every ounce in my bones. The decision wasn't mine, but I walked away proud of what we built together, becoming a two-time NFC champion, a Super Bowl champion, forced fumble, a game-sealing interception. Those moments belong to us. You taught me the greatness isn't just about highlights. It's about calling back harder and feistier, just like this city does every day. To my teammates, brothers, we bleed, cursed, and laughed through it all. To the coaches in front of the office, thank you for trusting a kid from Florida with a chip on his shoulder and lead this defense. And to the Philly faithful, you unmatched. You embrace my edge and fire for this game, even when I get too hot. Philly, you helped me carve my name into this league, but this isn't a goodbye. It's a thank you. Forever A in your corner, CJ Gardner Johnson.
And I hope he comes. Like, man.
Fuck. Why do we have to trade? I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling Howie Roseman, man. You better get his safety in his.
But why, Howie? Why?
Oh,
I feel like it's we deserve an explanation. What the hell was he thinking? Seriously.
I can think
like
of
that needs an explanation right there. What the hell was he thinking?
Yeah. He said, well, the decision wasn't mine. So it had to be Howard Roseman's because he said the decision wasn't mine. I mean, so it's like it wasn't about the money because he said the decision wasn't mine. So, yeah. Oh, man. Well, I guess we're going to find out what we do with this pick, bro, because we got a bunch of picks. We better ace some because I'm telling you right now, we better come out with at least a safety in this draft, bro. You have to get better
41.
at this.
All right, door 41.
Yeah.
Just
if you
what
see
the hell?
maybe CJ Gordon Johnson is trying to order something. So if you see CJ Gordon Johnson, you order and you're you know doing Uber Eats. I don't know if you're doing Des Eagle now. Just tell him I said what's up.
What happened?
Before he leaves to go.
Sorry, I was doing something.
Oh, you were doing Uber Eats?
Sorry, you said something because I was in the middle of doing something.
Oh, I was saying if you were doing Uber Eats and you see CJ Gordon Johnson ordering something, if you do see him, say what's up. And I'm sorry that we traded you.
For sure. Man, for sure.
Man, this dude had a passionate thank you letter. Yeah. And people reposted it. Yeah. And then some idiot pastor Carl Day at Pastor Carl Day just pretty much, I guess Slaver tweeted this, that CJ did all that, confirmed that Slade was right. Low. What is Slade was right about? No way the Eagles would have traded away their secondary leader. No, that's not true.
Slade was right about what? Like what? Right about what? Right about what?
These people just be saying anything on Twitter, man. Stop.
They really do. Like there are times like that. I stay off of Twitter. I try to stay off of Twitter. Like fuck these fans. Like, 'cause I feel like they always overreact over the dumbest shit. Like my day literally gets 10 times better when I'm not on Twitter. Like dead ass.
Yeah, and CJ said on Twitter, "I love you, Philly, forever's champions." Yeah.
So it's nowhere near as bitter as it was last time. That's a plus right there.
Yeah. I hope to God we don't play Houston this year, man.
It's like I'm a fan first, all right. It's always about the wing on the helmet in the end. But I'm just saying, like this was stupid. Like you get rid of one of our best players, a solid leader, the personality, the voice, everything. That's the thing I'm not understanding. And what we got in return, that's what I'm trying to understand right there. It's what we got in return.
Yeah, you got a project guard. I mean, and everybody talk about Becton. It's like, okay, cool, I get that, but not everybody's going to turn into a Mekhi Becton. Does he have the
it's like it would make so? It's like at least let it be someone that's really good in their position as of right now, because we won the Super Bowl, but now we're in defense mode. You feel me? We're supposed to be like, now we're defending champs. This is not the time to be talking about projects and shit. Like if you want to talk about projects, let it be someone that we draft in like the 5th or the 6th that could be gone or whatever. I don't know. You don't get rid of one of our best players for a damn project. It just makes no sense.
No, and again, I would be okay if you got a like say you got a second round pick, an early second rounder.
Yeah, second. I'm cool with that. Second round.
I'm okay with that. But you swapped 2026 rounders. Not even going to be 2026 to 2026, and you get a project offensive lineman that nobody Houston fans even like. All of them are saying good luck.
Yo,
and he's trash. Like, how am I supposed to feel good about that? I can't go and say, you know what? Stalin got a great player. I'm like, okay, maybe he can be good, maybe not. It's like a mystery box. You don't know what it's in there, but you're hoping it's for the best.
What you're hoping is for the best. It's like you open that mystery box, you hope you get $1 million, but instead it's a fucking coal. That's what it is. It's like a fucking charcoal. That's what it looked like.
Or a bag of dog shit that someone lit up.
Or a bag of dog shit on fire. Or a bag of dog shit on fire.
And there's rumors that you remember this was the same draft the Eagles supposedly liked them in this draft, and they decided to draft Andre Dillon. If this is about they liked the player before, it's like okay, but you still don't trade a guy again. If you got a second round pick, I'm cool with that, right? If it's about money, I get that, but it sounds like it's not just about money, because if that's the case, why are you extending Barkley then? Because if it was about money, you wouldn't extend Barkley. You paid him again. So again, you signed Zach Bond. I get that. I wanted Zach Bond signed, but it's like you extended Barkley, so it's not about money to me. This is more personal about, and I like Barkley. I have no question about it. I like Barkley, but Again, you just don't trade a top safety for a bag of dog shit and a potential mystery box. And that's what you got. You got some dog shit picks that and a potential 2026. Again, the 2026 could be traded for a guy up in the draft. You never know how he wheels and deals. You know what I'm saying?
Like CJ was he wasn't scared to hit motherfuckers at that. Excuse my language. But he wasn't scared to hit people. That's another thing. He was not scared to crack people.
And he wasn't reckless. And Sidney Brown is reckless, bro. He's reckless.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
And McCollum, I'm sorry, bro, but if he starts at if he's one of a rotational, say you have Reed and let's say they don't draft safety and they go with these three, I'm gonna sit back like, bro, I gotta be worried every time we sit back and hope that these safeties can cover. Because like the only way I see you training CJ, if you honestly think that Starks, if they go in there in this comment and say Starks is our guy, like we think he's that dude, and Fangio likes him a lot, and it's like, okay, you get Starks or you get Malcolm Moore or Melchior Moore, whatever you want to call him from Alabama. I'm cool with that, but you got to get a safety in this building. You have to move up. Now you got to move up. And all these picks that you got, you have to move up now. You can't stay back in this draft now because every player is going to be taken off that board. Now you can't just sit back down. Before you could just sit back and wait for it. Now you can't. You have to move up and move down in this draft board. You got to get players in this building now because now you made it where you want to get younger, cool, but you got to get the core players in here now. Now, if you had CJ, I'll be like, all right, I don't care who we got, right? Whether we get this guy or that guy, that's cool. Whatever falls to us, I'm cool. Now you can't. You have to get a safety, and you can't sit back and wait. You have to be aggressive to move up now.
Gotta score big.
You know what I'm saying? In fact, Sidney Brown sucks coverage. I'm not a fan of people are confident in Sidney Brown. He played 1 year with Sean Asai. He was mostly special teams this year. And when he did have a chance at Fangio's defense, he was terrible. I think he had one pick versus the Giants, but he was missed. Do you remember what I think was it Neighbors who killed him? Or was it one of the receivers for the Giants that murdered him in that last game where he was missing wide open angles? I'm not trying to poo-poo on Sidney Brown, but again, I told people this. He's not what people think he is. He's a project. And I said this.
Might not have been the same since the ACL days, man. As of yet. We got it. I don't know. As of right now, I don't trust him exactly. I don't trust him now as a starter, but perhaps later on he'll convince. Maybe he'll convince us, but as of right now, I don't know if I trust that.
No, I think you're thin at safety now, and I think now you have to move up. Am I wrong to say that safeties are top priority now? I mean, who do you have other than CJ now? You got Reed. Okay, Reed is good, but where was Reed best at when CJ was on that field with him, right? When Reed didn't have CJ, did he look like that same safety we saw last year? I mean, this upcoming year?
We didn't get to see. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? And I would love to see what CJ would have done with a young if you could have drafted Starks and you had CJ. You never know what CJ could have done with a guy like Starks on the other side. Like, why can we not just keep CJ and build around him? Why do we always have to move a great player and say, oh, you know what, let's start over? Like, this tells me that it's more than just about money, that they didn't like his attitude or something like that, or Howie Roseman. Fangio never liked him. It was Howie Roseman. Maybe it was a Howie Roseman guy. Maybe Fangio didn't think he fit in that defense. But if that's the case, then why did you sign him? It goes back to communication. Because Bryce Huff, I don't think was a Fangio guy. You know, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. Oh, Cowboys expect to sign first round defense. Cowboys stink. I ain't worried about them. So, I mean,
about Dallas.
Yeah.
Then we had freaking a Giants fan talking about, your downfall is starting. I'm like, first of all, you're a freaking Giants fan. Like, who gives a fuck what you got to say?
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. They just got Javon Holland on a 3-year deal. They have him and what's the rookie's name that they drafted last year? They paired him up with another safety.
I'm gonna say is, man. I'm gonna say to the Giants fans, man, don't project your bullshit onto us.
Okay, so here's a clip of CJ Gordon Johnson. CJ Gordon Johnson thought Howard Roseman was and Eagles were joking about trading him. CJ said there's no bad blood. He says it was explained to him that the Eagles have to pay their younger players like Jalen Carter, Reed. Why is Reed Blanchard getting paid, man? Please, come on, man. Please stop. Like again, why are we trying to pay Reed Blanchard? If this is about Reed Blanchard, bro, yeah, no, I don't. Reed Blanchard can walk. I can find another Reed Blanchard in this draft. I could find one in undrafted. Like,
no. That's all I'm saying. I don't know.
Explain the Eagles have to pay Jalen. I get Jalen Carter, Blanchard, and Zach Bond. It was no bad blood, CJ said, and he's on the stream talking. Again, I'm not paying Reed Blanchard for it. We better be. We paid him top money.
I forgot about Jalen Hunt. You're right, Jaden. I forgot all about Jalen Hunt. You're absolutely right.
Jalen Hunt's still a rookie, isn't he? The Giants, they got Brian Burns and Darryl Waller, and the Darryl Waller's retired. He ain't back there. But again, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think
didn't really hear Brian Burns' name at all last season. So there's that. I ain't hear shit about Brian Burns.
No, I knew the Giants messed up when they got Brian Burns. They didn't have it.
Yeah, they paid him way too much money.
Yeah, he also didn't fit that system. I mean, he wasn't in a good system from the beginning. When will the Giants rise again? Never, hopefully. I hope I hope the Washington Commanders fall on their face this year. I don't like their fans. They're cocky. They're ignorant. They over there talk about their quarterback better than mine. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see CJ Gordon Johnson beat Deebo Samuel twice. That would have been beautiful.
I feel like they're making all these desperate signings. They just see a big name, they're going to sign them. But I feel like it's certain people that you got to sign that can like match that same ego. But I feel like there's so many different egos they're signing over there where I don't know. I feel like they're going to have like a really funny collapse. I could be wrong, but I don't know.
The Commanders?
Yeah, Commander did.
Well, yep. I have them. I don't think they upgrade at all. I think DK Metcalf would have been a better receiver than Deebo Samuel. I told my guy Protect Sports. He over there laughed about you got a guard who's trash. I said, dude, you got Laremy Thompson who's 30 years old. He's been the most penalized offensive lineman on the Houston Texans. What are you talking about? Most of you guys are 30. He over there arguing with me. Commander fans are delusional. I'm sorry. But yeah. I'm going to find out.
You going ahead because I got to turn some shit in at work. So you going ahead, though. I got to hop on.
All right, man. I appreciate it as always.
Hey, no problem. You take it easy, all right?
Shout out to you, Des Eagle Knight. Appreciate for coming in as always. And definitely go subscribe to Des Eagle Knight if you don't know. You should. Definitely go subscribe to him, man. And appreciate him coming on. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Des Eagle Knight for coming on. Yeah. Not Commander fans saying he's ducking Deebo. I mean, again, this is Commander fans don't know what they talk about. But yeah, it sounds like they're going, dude. Reed Blanchard is not a top safety, and I keep on saying this, bro. Don't let that 2024 these years that he had good. He was under CJ Gordon Johnson. He had his best years. I'm telling you, bro. We better draft a safety, man. I'm telling you, bro. If they told CJ, hey, we're going to trade you for a box of dog shit and a potential player because we think Blanchard's better than you, I would be pissed. Like, bro, are you fucking serious right now? Blanchard's ass when I'm not on that field. What did you talk about? I get Jalen Carter. I get all that. But it's like Blanchard should not be the guy you say. I swear to God, we stand Blanchard before Jalen Carter. Blanchard, I'm not bringing Blanchard back if I'm the Eagles. I'm not. Because listen, Blanchard is not a world beater. He's not a star. Right? I need people to stop trying to smoke crack and think he's a star. He's not. You can get another Blanchard in this draft. I don't know if you can get a CJ Gordon Johnson in this draft, unless it's Melcon Starks or Melcon Moore might be the only one that's close to CJ. It's hard to find a CJ Gordon Johnson. You can find a Blanchard. So if we're trying to pay Blanchard, but we think that's the answer over with CJ, the Eagles are the dumbest franchise right now on planet Earth. And Howard Roseman, clearly that beer can hit your head. Yeah, you're not good, bro. You need to get that thing checked big time. Because if that's the case, that's why you trained CJ to sign Reed Blankenship, the dude who stunk in 2023. And I don't care about what he led in tackles. Yeah, he led tackles after Debo was cooking his ass. Okay? That's the only time he led tackles was when the guy picked up the first down. If that's the reason why we traded him, that beer can hit your head, clearly messed up your brain cells. Because that's dumb. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, bro. But Reed can't cover. No, he's not a good tackler. I mean, some of his angles are piss poor. I'm not paying a top safety, especially like Reed. If I'm paying a safety, it's CJ. You know what I'm saying? Reed Blankenship without CJ, what was he? What was he? I'll wait. Did he go to the Super Bowl? No. Did he get us to the Super Bowl? No. So why are we paying him? Why? Let him walk. He's not going to get the top money you think. And if he does, bye-bye. Great. You did good for us. Move on. Why do we pay guys that shouldn't be paid? Why do we do this all the time? We paid Bradbury. How did it work out? Not good. We paid Slay. How did it work out? Not good. And now you're going to pay Reed over. Like, do we learn our lesson? I just want to know. Because it's like we paid all, we signed Terrell Edmonds. We signed Greedy Williams. They both stunk. Okay? And again, we're trying to go back to our old ways. Let's pay Reed Blankenship over CJ. And clearly that's not what we should be doing. You should be paying CJ and then go and draft a guy like Melcon Starks, and those should be your two safeties. If we were a smart organization, we knew how to win. Because you would think if Howard Roseman won 2 Super Bowls, you would know that CJ Gardner Johnson contributed every single one of those 2 Super Bowls. Why are we paying a guy that is undrafted guy? Why do we think that we owe Reed Blankenship a bag? And if a team overpays for him, good. Let him go somewhere else. I hope it's not the reason why we traded CJ was because we think Blankenship is better. Because I will lose my mind if that's the case. He's not. He's not. And you saw in 2023 he wasn't. Where did we go with Reed Blankenship was our safety? Only a safety. No Super Bowl, that's for sure. I think we went one and done, right? And he was on that field, and he did what? Nothing. But again, we're going to have to find out. I hope it's for the top safety. You better get a safety in this draft, bro. You bet. I don't want Reed Blankenship here, man. Keep that dude for one more year, get rid of him, and let him go somewhere else. Let him get his money somewhere else. Reed Blankenship is not a top safety. I'm going to keep saying it until I'm blue in the face. Reed Blankenship was only good because of CJ Gardner Johnson. Without CJ, he's average. He's average. He's average at best. His best years under the Eagles was with CJ Gardner Johnson. And anybody that don't think that, you don't know what you're talking about. Clearly, you didn't watch the team that I did. I watched Reed Blankenship in 2023. He did not look like the same Reed Blankenship that we saw this past year. He did it. And Reed Blankenship, I'm going to be real with you, did not have a great year this year. Okay? I'm going to be real with you. So if we're trying to pay him over CJ, and we think that's our answer, yeah, we're going to learn the hard way again. I'm telling you right now, we will. Again, it's a long season. We got to see what they do in the draft. It was probably the worst second in the league. He was. And I didn't see him step up when we had nobody leader. He got burnt by the Giants receiver. Like, I think oh, yeah, that's right. Darius Slayton's back, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect timing. This is crazy to me, man. How can you sit there and trade a guy like that, bro? How can you sit back and allow this to happen, bro? I don't get it. And if they're putting too much faith in Cindy Brown, man, they're dumb. Can we just go and get Melcon Starks, please? Go get me a top safety and stop fucking playing around. Reed Blankenship does not deserve the bag. He doesn't. He's a good safety for what we have, but you can replace the Blankenship. You can't replace a CJ. I don't care how people feel. I don't care how people like it. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. If that was the case, then why, based on what CJ Johnson said here, it sounds like the Eagles gave him the heads up that they were going to trade him. and just ask to go somewhere that he can play win football. So they trained to Houston, Texas, so he can play win football. I mean, at least they did him some service. Sidney Brown's not the answer. I'm sorry. Go give me one of the dude. I need Melcon Starks and Melcon Moore in that building, bro. Anybody about that is a bust. Man. I'm sorry. It's not a good season right now for us. You looking like an F, Howie. Get it done, man. We're going to have to find out what he does, bro. He better be starting. He better have a cooking draft this year. He better have a great draft this year. You better have a better draft than you had last year, bro. Because you got a lot of holes to fill now. So C.J. Gardner Johnson seems happy in Houston. Yeah. He's embracing Houston right now. Shout out to CJ for not being a crumb about it. You know, he understands business, but again, it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. And we're gonna find out what we do because we better get this top safety in this draft, bro. If we don't land Starks in this draft and we land some bum ass safety in this 4th round pick with the 4th rounder, I'm gonna be pissed off. You're gonna see a pissed off Eagle fan. I'm gonna be real with you. Because I don't know what Howard's was smoking on today, but it clearly wasn't good weed, man. It looked like the weed man fucked up his shit, man, because he's fried or that beer can fucked up his head. Kenyon Green is not worth training as star receiver. It's just not. You could have got something better out of it, man. He's such a leader for this team, and trading him just makes no sense. So yeah, C.J. Gardner Johnson. Hold up, let me see. All right. Let me put this up. So yeah. So just in Texas safety, C.J. Gardner Johnson says he's happy, very happy to be in Houston and getting traded there today. Houston, we have a problem. Yeah, he's gonna take the Houston Texans to a Super Bowl now. Great. I mean, I don't care if he has some issues with covering. Who cares? If that's why you traded him, then so be it. But for that, no. The rumors has the Eagles are looking to potentially bring in Justin. I don't want no Justin Simmons, man. Why we bring again? This is the problem I have. Stop bringing fucking old free agents. You tried with Byard, it didn't work. Why are we trying to bring Justin Simmons in, man? He's washed. I don't want no Justin Simmons, man. I don't want a washed up safety. You train. This is why we train him. It's stupid, man. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. I don't care how people feel. It's dumb. I don't want no damn Justin Simmons. I don't want no Justin Reed. Go draft for safety, man. Like, seriously. See, CJ even though this is bullshit. Look at this, man. Yeah, he traded himself. Oh my god, man. I don't want no Justin Simmons, man. Again, go draft me a top safety and stop playing around. Like if that's the Eagles' plan, it's stupid. It's stupid. You tried with Byard, it didn't work. Stop. You know, I feel like this is more just, again, I'm starting to think it's maybe character issues why they traded CJ. Because it's like this is his 4th team he's been on. Like, again, the Saints traded him to the Eagles. The Eagles didn't want to pay him. He goes to the Lions. The Lions saying we bring him back. And then we trade him to Houston. Why does he get shopped so much? There has to be more to this because no way a guy gets shopped 4 different. He's on his 4th team, and he's contributed 2 Super Bowl appearances. So either someone don't like his long-term future, or someone don't like him in the locker room, and they're just little bitty Tinkerbells. That's what it is, man. They don't like the fact that he has a passion. They don't like the fact that he has aura in that locker room, and clearly someone's upset. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is, bro. They better get a top safety, and they better get a top corner in this draft, bro. Or we gonna be fighting. You just don't trade a guy like that for fucking bag of peanuts. You just don't. You don't. You don't. And everybody talk about Malcolm Jenkins. It's not the same as Malcolm Jenkins. I need people to stop. People on Twitter trying to compare it. It's not. It's not the same because one is only 27. Malcolm Jenkins was 31. So again, people are trying to make it like it's Malcolm. It's not. Malcolm Jenkins was released. We didn't trade Malcolm. We traded a star Super Bowl champion leader on the defense, essentially, for a project and a bag of dog shit picks. This is what we got. We got nothing back from him. You know what I'm saying? NFL salty. They can't handle a little trash talk. No, they can't. Eagles need a safety draft ASAP. They better get a safety, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know how to feel about this. I just don't. I got to sleep on this one. Right now it's raw emotions for me. I'm going through the motions right now because I don't know how can I sit there and say this is a good trade? You got basically nothing back from him. For a Super Bowl champion, say that you got a project. It's a terrible trade right now. Now, could it be a good trade down the road? I guess we'll find out. We're going to have to find out, I guess, because we're living in it. But again, if this is about Reed Blankenship's extension, then this is dumb. Because no need to extend Blankenship. Let him walk. Let him go get his money. Why are you extending the guy who's never been a number 1 safety in the league? That is going back to how his analytics picks and all that bullshit that we thought we moved on from. We're going to find out how he does in this draft, man, because now you need a safety. You can't go in this. No way. You get a pretty much a bust that for a top safety. Like, come on, man. I don't get it. Are we trying to win a Super Bowl? Are we trying to go backwards? Which one is it? If you trade CJ Gardner Johnson, you're probably going backwards. We're supposed to be competing for another championship, and now you want to rebuild the secondary? You want to redo the secondary after what? Okay. Again, so pre-June trade CJ saves the Eagles $21K in 25 million in 26. He was additionally due to 6.8 million option bonus for 25, 9.45 option bonus for 26. Then you blah blah blah. It's Center and Green's Purley a left guard at the NFL. Which one we got a left guard? I mean, we got a right tackle with. Left tackle. He's a left guard essentially. Okay. I mean, no. Again, I don't like this move. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Sorry. You're not going to convince me this is a good move. Sorry. No. It's a horrible, but I agree. I agree. I think this. I think this is not a good move, bro. Howard Roseman needs to come out with some stars in this draft, bro. Or we are back to square one with the 2023 season. You're not winning the Super Bowl, CJ. As simple as that. And I don't care how many people think otherwise. You clearly don't know what this team and CJ meant to this team because, again, you trade in for some dog shit picks, man, and a potential right tackle who has some upside. Again, it's dumb. It's dumb. It's fucking dumb. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Kenyon Green is not a guy you trade a top safety for. You want to trade a top for Kenyon Green? Trade McCollum. I mean, trade it. Why are we giving up picks for a guy who's? But why would I give up CJ for him? You know like what was Howie smoking on when he decided to make that trade? He must have been playing really mad at me because that's only a man trade I would ever think that would happen. Like, come on, bro. Like this is a bad trade, bro. I'm sorry, I don't like this. It's not a necessary move. You traded for a project by trading a star safety. Howie Roseman better get a goddamn star safety in this draft, bro. Because I don't like this at all. You traded your best safety to the Houston Texans. And no, Reed Blanchard's not better than CJ. Y'all can shut the hell up in the comments about that. Well, Reed Blanchard's really good. No, he's not. Stop it. You know damn well the tape don't lie. He's terrible without CJ. He had his best years under CJ. Stop lying to yourself, please. Stop it. I don't care about stats. Well, he was leading the tackles. Yeah, after the player was past the first down marker, then he tackled. But come on, man. Again, you don't trade a guy like that, man. Howie's head's okay. I don't know if it's okay. I don't know. I think he needs to check the doctor because clearly when he made that trade, he clearly had a concussion. What do you see out of this guard, man? Like, is he a guard? Is he a right tackle? I don't even know. Is he a guard or a right tackle? Like, again, you don't make this trade unless you're trying to draft a top safety. So, unless it starts, it's stupid. It's dumb. I'm sorry. Trading C.J. Gardner Johnson for money, you could have restructured Jalen Hurts. You could have restructured Goddard. You didn't have to trade CJ. You traded CJ Gardner Johnson because you didn't like the fact that he was on the media towards them. That's what it came down to. I don't want to hear anything else. Well, they traded him for money. No, I don't believe that bullshit. You traded him because he had a character issue. That's exactly why. And you feel like he wasn't a locker room presence. That's why Howard Roseman did it. I'm starting to think Howard Roseman does not like CJ. And if that's the case, why the fuck did you bring him back? Why? You could have just kept Blankenship and Reed again. I'm sorry, Reed Blankenship and fucking Sidney Brown was still on that roster. I'm sorry, dude. This trade sucks, bro. It's not a good trade, dude. You can't tell me this is a good trade, dude. It's not. Anybody who thinks it's a good trade, you must be on drugs. The man has one of the worst grades as a guard. And you traded for this guy? Really? For a potential star safety, you gave up essentially dog shit picks and a star safety, and they gave you a dog shit. No, I'm good. They gave you dog shit, and then hey, take this box of dog shit with you along with this guard. They pretty much said, "Fuck you. Hey, we'll take your safety. You can have this. Is it good? Nah, I don't know. Oh yeah, we'll take him." Howard will call up and say, "You know what? We'll give you C.J. Gardner Johnson, and we'll trade a well, let's see. We'll trade a 2025 6th-round pick, and we'll give you oh yeah, and we'll take a Kenyon Green. Who? Kenyon Green. You mean you will take him? Yeah, for C.J. Gardner. Like that, the trade happened. Yeah, we'll take it. You see, those idiots, they just traded it. They're going to give us C.J. Gardner Johnson? For who? Kenyon Green. Oh, yeah, send them the deal, man. It's cool. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take C.J. Gardner Johnson from you, bro. Yeah, you can have Kenyon Green. He's such a great player. Like, seriously, how the hell did that trade ever happen? Seriously, did Howie Roseman call up and say, yeah, we'll give you, and we just, so what do you want for C.J. Gardner? Like, this reminds me of the Chip Kelly trade where they traded Kiko Alonso for LeSean McCoy. Like, what the fuck did you get out of this? You traded a star safety. Like, bro, the only way I feel better about this is we draft Starks or Malachi Moore. If we don't, I'm fighting Howie Roseman, bro. I swear I am. I'm going back and bashing him again. This is dumb. You just won a Super Bowl and you're going backwards, not forward. You're going backwards, not forward. And I don't care about the money. You could have restructured money. I don't care about the money. Great, you saved the money. Cool. I need a damn fucking safety in that fucking building by draft day. And it's not a 4th round safety. It's not a 5th round safety. I need a star safety in that building. And it better be Starks or more in that building. I need a star corner in that building. Howie Roseman better have his best draft better than last year. Better than Jalen Carter when we got him. Better than when we trade for AJ Brown. He better have a star draft. He better have a Hall of Fame draft. Fuck that. I better get a Hall of Fame safety out this draft, bro. And I'm talking about that. Because that's what you traded, CJ. You traded a potential gold jacket safety because you couldn't handle the man being a man. I mean, that's what it was. I don't want to hear about money. You traded him because you did not like him fighting with Slade. That's the only reason I can think of it. Because why would you trade him for a guy who's what, a project? Give me a break. Well, we want to stem relationship. Yeah, you really want to stem relationship? Why? Why? He's been ass when he hasn't said CJ on the field, hasn't he? Stop it, man. Stop it. You traded because he had your feelings hurt. That's why. He said things you didn't like, so you said, let's get a guard out of this deal. Stop it, man. Give me Starks or we're going to be fighting, bro. We're going to be fighting. I'm going to find Howie Roseman. I'm going to fight him in the parking lot, bro. I'm going to bust your head up like that dude who bust your head with the can. No, I hope he does the right thing, bro. I really do. I'm shocked when you try. I'm shocked that we got in. I'm shocked that we got dog shit for him. Like, they gave us one of the worst guards possible, man. Kenyon Green. You got Kenyon Green? Bro, you could have got me something better than that. For CJ, you gave a star Pro Bowl safety, a Super Bowl champion safety, a heart of a soul defense for a fucking project? Dude? Do I need to clean you off? Because you stink over there. Like Howie Roseman, you stink right now, bro. Like, I'm not giving up on you now, but dude, you don't come out with this safety, bro. I'm going to be disappointed in you, bro. Now, again, I got to give Howie Roseman benefit down. Maybe he has a plan. Maybe I'll come in and say, dude, if we come out with Starks, I'm cool. Only way I'm going to be cool if we come out with a star safety in this draft. Whether it's Moore or Stark. One of those two better be in the Eagles uniform. Don't go get Justin Simmons. Nah. You said you want a younger? Let's go younger. Because after that, bro, no. You got a dog shit for a top safety. And you did it because you didn't like CJ's. I don't care about, well, you traded him for, come on, stop, bro. We know why you traded him. Now watch him go to Houston, ball out. Now we're gonna find out who the smart one is. We're gonna find it because Howie Roseman doesn't get better with this move, and we turn out to be a bad team next year with the defense looking bad again. And I'm gonna say, well, when you traded CJ Gardner Johnson, oh, look at that again. Oh, the 2023 Eagles defense popped up out of here nowhere. Hey, but at least you could get Reed Blankenship extended. I hope I'm wrong, man. I hope I'm wrong. You better be another A draft. I need A+ from Howie Roseman. You better give me Starks. I need Starks. I need Trey Amos in that building, bro. ASAP. Because those are the two starters I need. I'll take a Will Johnson, bro. Give me one of those two. I need a top safety in this draft. In the Eagles uniform, I need a top corner. You better double dip, bro. Because now you can't sit back at 32. You got to move up and take a safety now. And it better be a safety. So it is what it is, man. Oh, man. Better get at least he better. Listen, dude. Howie Roseman has no shot in hell of winning next year unless he gets someone to replace CJ. because I don't trust Blankenship or Sidney. I'm sorry. Sidney's played 1 year of football, and he's been mostly special teams in his second year. He's coming off an ACL injury, which takes 2 to 3 years at the max to recover fully. So again, you could stop all that. Sidney Brown's our guy. You don't even know that. And I've been saying I don't think Sidney Brown is our guy. I know he isn't because he doesn't know how to tackle. He doesn't know how to wrap around. His coverage is the only thing he has. But his tackling is piss poor. And that's part of Fangio's defense. You need to learn how to tackle. He can't tackle. And it's funny how Fangio put him on special teams, but yet he believes in him now after he trades CJ. I don't believe that. I think Howard Roseman didn't like CJ. For some reason, he didn't believe CJ Gardner Johnson was a locker room fit. And that Slay probably complained to Howie that he was mean to him, and Howie's all right, you're gone and he's gone. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, bro. I don't know why you would trade a safety again for a project guard. And he doesn't have any upside at all. I've watched the man. The man is terrible. What do you see out of it? Stalin better be something out of him, because I don't know what. Like, you don't trade a guy like that for a guard like that. I would just give him a pick for that if that's the case. Why are you trading a top? Like, he's not a superstar guard. You didn't get a guy who was a starter. You got a project for this is some Chip Kelly bullshit. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. This is some Chip Kelly bullshit. Vic is possibly fuming right now. Oh, he has to be. He has to be. I mean, if I'm Vic, I'm saying, bro, you better give me a fucking safety out this draft, bro. You better give me a safety out this draft. I need a Starks in this, but you just traded CJ Gardner Johnson for a fucking for you one of your fucking little project, fucking little buddy picks. I need the Starks in this building, bro. You fucking bitch. Give me a. That's what I'd be like if I. But again, we gotta see what we do in this draft, man. But I hate this trade, and you ain't gonna tell me to feel good about it. I don't care about the money. You traded hard and soul with this defense, and you saw what he was. And just look at the Commanders game when he went out, and the defense looked bad, and you felt it was okay to do that. I need to know what Howard Rosen was smoking on, bro, because clearly it wasn't good shit. We better get Kyle Hamilton Tyson. I'm telling you, bro, Starks better be an Eagle, man. Or Malachi Moore better be an Eagle. One of those two better be an Eagle, man. Remember when the Texans traded Prime Hopkins for a bus offense? Yeah. And what did that do? Oh, yeah, he got fired. You know what I mean? Right now, if you're Howard Roseman, man, you're putting your job on the line, bro, because that is stupid. I'm sorry. You just won a Super Bowl, and this is what you do. This is not how you get back to a Super Bowl. This is how you bounce out of the Super Bowls. This is how you get out of Super Bowls fast into a top 5 pick. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we're going to be bad on offense, but I do think our defense is going to take a huge hit if you don't get anybody to replace. It'll going to look like 2023 again. Offense can't continue to bail you out. And some of these games, defense won us these games. And CJ made huge, big plays when it came the most. That Falcons game when he made the play on Bijan Robinson. And in that play in the snow where he was able to wrap up Akins, and you get rid of him for a guard who's dog shit. I'm sorry, I don't care if he's a right tackle or not. Why are you giving him a stud safety for and you swapping picks essentially for a pick and a bum? You didn't get a player out of this, man. I hope I'm wrong, man. I hope I'm wrong. Maybe this beer fucked his head up. I'm hoping not. I'm sorry. I can't feel good about this right now, bro. I don't know what he's doing, dude. You better get a Starks in this building. So yeah, CJ Gardner Johnson said so he shot at Darius Slay. I don't know why he would shot him now, bro. He's been trashing you all along, CJ. But CJ Gardner Johnson's such a leader. He even shots on Darius Slay. I mean, it's crazy. I don't like this, bro. You're not gonna sit there and tell me I should like this. There's no way I can. How can you enjoy this? You just lost a big part of your defense, man. And you got to fill that in with a top safety this draft, bro. You got to bring me Malcolm Moore or Starks in this building. If not, we're fighting, bro. That's how I look at it, bro. Slay's an out. Fuck Slay. Slay's a pussy. Slay's a goofball, man. I don't like Slay, dude. He's a whiner. Yeah. Well, by the way, Derrick Henry's headed to the Eagles. Who said that, bro? Wow, come on, man. Get out of my face. So Chiefs are signing tight end Robert Tonyan. Nothing yet about the Eagles making a move. Well, I mean, you got all that money. Now you got all that money, bro. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Listen, we got the draft. And to that, I'm gonna hope Howard Rose make right decision. But right now, I'm not happy. It's not been a good day for me. This really screwed up my day. And again, you essentially lost this trade. Right now, the Houston Texans won this trade, and it's not even close. He said, "Remember? Oh yeah. I hope not. I hope Howard Rose knows what he's doing, bro. And I gotta trust him because he's been known to do these things. And with Carson Wentz trade, I mean, we got some great players out of it. But again, this is CJ Gardner Johnson, and again, you're banking on going back to the Super Bowl. You're banking on going back to the Super Bowl and trying to repeat. And this is not how you repeat by trading your top safety when you're supposed to be the one that's going to be hunted next year. Everybody's going to give you your best shot, and they're going to be gunning for you. The Commanders got better this year, let's be real. The Giants got better this year with their secondary. And they're going to definitely get better in this draft. Everybody's going to get better in this draft. So if you don't come out with a top safety in this draft and you don't fill that position in, you think Sidney Brown and Reed Blanchard are your answers, it's going to be a long season for these Eagle fans. And it's going to be a long season, especially for Howard Roseman to watch this, because he created this mess. And he better fix this. Because right now, when you look at it, I don't think we're going to be even compete for a Super Bowl. We might even get lucky we get a wild card right now. Right now, when you look at it. Now, that's before the draft. And again, if the draft turns out to be a Starks in that draft and the Eagles get them, cool. I'm cool with that. You get a corner in this draft, I'm good. We're back on winning championships now. But right now, no. We're not a Super Bowl contender. Not after you just made that move. And you lost Mel Williams, you lost Sweat, you lost Slay, your Isaiah Rodgers is out here, and you just traded CJ Gardner Johnson for essentially a bag of dog shit picks that's not even going to count this year. Now, you could probably move up and get these players, so never know how, because these wheels and deals. But you essentially traded for a 2026 fifth round. So you swap picks, and you got a unexperienced, horrible bust guard that has some upside as Stoutland sees for a superstar safety that you just traded out here. I'm sorry, even not a superstar, a heart and soul of a defense that you just traded to Houston. For what? Why? When we're thin at safety from the begin with. It's not like we're really strong at the safety position. It's not like CJ Gardner Johnson was holding everybody back. Who are you trying to get? Because it got to be someone. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense. I don't understand it. I just don't. Either Howie's better trade for a young elite safety, or who can you get, though? I don't know what safety is better than CJ right now. And what safety is out there that you can trade for? I don't think there's anybody out there. Unless there's a 31-year-old that you're going to sign. And I don't want no 30-year-olds. There's Justin Reed. I don't want Justin Reed here. He's washed. I mean, he's not washed, but he's old. He's what, 29, 30 years old? I don't want Justin Reed. I don't want Justin Simmons. He's 32, 31 years old. Who can you get that's can be equivalent to CJ? I don't see anybody except the draft. I don't know if they're going to be CJ, man. So it is what it is. Probably going to be a first round exit. Right now, yeah. I'm just being real. Not going to sugarcoat. Right now, we're not Super Bowl contenders. Into this draft, I can't say that. I'm just glad we won the Super Bowl when we can. We just win this Super Bowl, and then how it gets rid of CJ, it looks like we're going backwards and doesn't look like we will repeat. Right now, no. I mean, how can I say that? Now, the defense is going to be strong, right? You still got some young, I mean, Jalix Hunt, Mo Jomo, I get all that. But the back end of your defense, your secondary, that is the weakest part right now. So you need to have a great draft, and I think DB needs to be your priority. You got to get safeties in this building. You got to get corners. I would draft 2 safeties at this point. Why don't you draft Starks more and then go get the Trey Elmos from Ole Miss? And then I'm cool. I'm set. But we'll see. Going downhill right now, yeah. I'm not comfortable with this, bro. I'm sorry. Nothing screams that this is a good trade. And I'm not the only one. There's Eagle Naughty said it, shout to him. But if you're telling me that this is a better trade, if you think this is a good trade, I don't think so. But where did we get better at? Where did we get better at? What part? I'm missing that. Where did we get better at? Where did we get better at? I want to know, where did we get better at? Because we didn't get better at the guard. The guy's unproven. So where did we get better at? This is bullshit, dude. I don't like it. It's bullshit, bro. Again, I hope I'm wrong. But again, you trade CJ Gardner Johnson for a unproven guard. I'm not cool with that. Not cool with that. But again, you got to see what the Eagles do. Got to see what the Eagles do, man. Because if they come out with nothing to show for it, then we're in trouble. I'm just being real. We didn't get better at all. No, not right now. No, I mean, who did you get? You got an unproven guard. Again, for everybody who thinks that this guy is good, I don't know how you can say that. Because his grade says it right here. And again, I said this when Desert 90 was on here. And I'll say this again. And pull it up, where's it at? Because this is what we essentially got. We got a dog shit guard who has no experience. And this is what we got. For Kenyon Green, his 2024 season grades, offensive grade at 38.6. That's a 76 ranked. Pass block grade, 39.7. 69th. Run block grade at 44.6. That's 73rd. See that 73rd ranked run block grade, which is a 44.6, a 39.7. That's terrible. That's disgraceful. You essentially got a project that is it's been a bust. You traded that for a Howie, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? What are you doing? How can I sleep at night knowing this is the thing we got back? How can I say we got better? It's trash. He's the worst guard in football, and you traded for this guy? That beer can must have hit his head, bro. That is horrible, bro. That is disgraceful. That is terrible, bro. The guy's not even the starter. So random ass guard. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, how you better start cooking. You better get those picks. And you better Better wheel and deal and get some players in this building, bro. Again, here, 30.86. Is you kidding me, bro? Is you kidding me? Why trade a guy like that? 2 years, 2 Super Bowl appearances, 2 Super Bowl champion. CJ had 12 interceptions, pick 6 against Dallas. Heart of those defenses. CJ legacy cemented in Philadelphia. And you traded him for a sorry ass guard. We got to see what he does in the draft. But right now, I fucking hate it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful. I don't understand the logic. You essentially got a bum guard. You got a dog shit guard who has no experience for a top safety. That makes no sense to me. It doesn't. I don't care how people feel. I don't understand this move. And anybody that's cool with it, hey, you tell me what I'm supposed to be cool with. You let me know. I'll send you the link. You could explain to me what you see out of this guy, because this guy so far looks like dog shit. So this dude, Aaron Wilson for NFL, traded to the Eagles, represent a fresh start for former Texas first-round pick Kenyon Green. Texas will pay $1.15 million of Green, $2.8 million guaranteed salary for 2025 final year of his $15.953 million rookie contract per league sources. So they just wanted to get him out of here. I mean, they're willing to pay his contract salary. They know he's trash. They know he's horrible. Hey, you willing to take his contract? We'll pay half of it. I mean, that's how bad he was, to the point where they didn't even want him. I mean, they're willing to pay his salary because how bad he is. Do you understand how stupid? Like, the more and more I think about this trade, the more and more it's like, why? Why? I get it. You want to pay younger players. But there's other ways you could handle that rather than trade. You traded CJ for that dude. You could have found someone better, man. You tell me that's the only guy you could have got that from? And everybody's okay with this. Okay. Dean's going to be out into the middle of the season. You know? And I don't trust him. No, I don't trust Ringo either, man. I don't think he's proven to be anybody but a special teams guy. You also could have brought Burks. Nope, you didn't bring him back either. They all went to Cincinnati and the Vikings. It might be worse than trading Castillo. We're going to find out. I guess we're going to find out. We're going to find out Eagles for life. We're going to find out. We're going to find out what Howard. Listen, Howard Roseman has a chance to do something great. And again, I want to see what he does with these picks before I jump to conclusion. But right now, no, I don't like this trade. I don't like this trade. It does not scream elite to me. And people who think it's a good trade, what do you see out of this trade? I would like to see someone tell me how this is a good trade. You essentially got a project guard who has a worse grade of any guard right now in football. And Houston's willing to pay half his salary to get him up out of here. And you gave him a star safety who's been a 2-time NFC champion, had 15 picks, won a pick 6 from the Cowboys game, and is a Super Bowl champion. You essentially trade that for a guard who's a bust. And it's on this last year of his rookie year. Deal. Yep, such a great trade, man. What a genius move by Howard Roseman. Really? You trying to tell me that's a good trade? What brain dumb idea was that? Who came up with that trade? That is some fucking goofy ass. I mean, I usually understand Howard Roseman, but this one I don't. I don't understand it. You just won a Super Bowl. You just got this, and you're trying to get back there, but you trade a heart and soul of your piece when you just won a Super Bowl. for a guy who's been a bust, and you swapped picks. Why you traded this? Okay, I guess I guess I don't know. I don't fucking know. I hope it works out, bro. I really do, because if it doesn't, it's gonna look bad on Howie. It really will. Guess we'll find out. We're gonna find out. If he could get Starks in here, I'm cool. But if he doesn't, oh boy. Oh, by the way, the Texans are signing linebacker. So they're adding to the defense. They're adding Nick Norman to a 2-year deal. So they just traded for CJ. Now they're adding more to the defense. Wonderful. Nick Newman from the Chargers going to Houston, by the way. Y'all hear that? So CJ's talking. Now I'll put on loud. Let me know if you can hear it. If you can't. Y'all hear that? No? Y'all can't hear that? If not, I'll play on the screen. Hold on. So CJ Gardner Johnson, I guess, was on his stream. And I pretty much thought Howard Rosen was for him. I mean, I would think it was April Fool's game. You gave me Kenyon Drake for me. I'm sorry, Kenyon Green. Yeah, he thought it was an April. I would think it was April Fool's too. I mean, this is some Kiko Alonso LeSean McCoy shit, bro. I'm sorry. I hope I'm wrong, bro. Texas gonna be a problem. I think they're Super Bowl contenders, bro. I think they're gonna be in the AFC Championship game. They got I think they're going after the Chiefs now. And they saw CJ and they're like, yo, let's go get CJ going, John. Let's get this dude. Yeah. I mean, dude, you don't trade a guy like that, man. You just don't. If you want to get a project guy, you don't get one in the draft. This is not the time to get projects. You're trying to compete. And you're out here trying to get project guys now. And I get you want to get younger, but this is not the time to do that. You get younger in the draft. And if you want to trade CJ, you trade CJ after you get a safety in this draft. I can understand that. But you trade safety before you even know who's going to be on that board. It makes no sense to me, bro. It makes no sense. How is he going to look like an idiot or he going to look like a smart genius? We're going to find out. But this is what CJ said. Hold up. Let me pull that up quick. All right. Let's see if I pull it. Is that it? All right, there we go. All right, well let's react to it. Why not? All right.
Man, crazy with me right now, but no, it wasn't no love loss, it wasn't no bad blood. It was a great phone call. Great phone call. It was an amazing phone call to be all the way thorough. Great phone call.
What's it doing?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought it was April Fools. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I saw 3-1. I'm like, ooh, they damn sure got me. They playing crazy with me right now. But no, it wasn't no love law. It wasn't no bad blood. It was a great phone call. Great phone call. It was an amazing phone call to be all the way thorough. Great phone call. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought it was April Fools. I ain't.
I would think with April Fool's, the way we just traded CJ Gardner Johnson, I mean, I thought it was April Fool's too. I mean, who just does this shit, man? Who just does this shit? I mean, again. You just don't trade. So look at the composition picks, and again, let's break it down. Oh man! All right, well, let's see. Yep. So the Eagles have none, by the way. You couldn't get a 2025 compensation pick, Howie, for CJ Gardner Johnson. Oh my God, this sucks, dude. You better be making something. Howie Roseman got to be cooking something, right? Again, Brian Ball didn't talk about. I don't want Justin Simmons here, bro. Justin Simmons is not the answer, dude. He's not. He's not. I don't feel good about this. I don't. I don't care about the White House. Fuck the White House right now. Get people told Justice Simmons. Fuck Justice Simmons. I don't want that dude. I don't see how you trade Justice, sign CJ and sign Justice. It makes no sense. Are you trying to go younger or are you trying to go older? Again, I don't care about that shit, bro. I don't. I just don't. I don't know how to feel about it, man. I don't. It does not make sense. I don't know what you want to say. It doesn't make sense at all. And the thing is, you traded him for a box of raisins. You didn't get nothing out of it, and I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Trading CJ Gardner Johnson, it's not a good move, man. It's not. It's not. I don't understand it. And we better be getting something out of this. We better get Starks at this draft, bro. I'm gonna be pissed off. Essentially, you got nothing out of this, man. Let's call it what it is. You got nothing. You just traded him for basically nothing. And that's what you got. You got nothing. You get nothing. Good day. Like that clip. But again, why would you trade him when you just won a Super Bowl? I get about money, but you could have structured other deals. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason you should have did this now. It makes no sense. You just set your team back, I think. But we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see who we get, bro. I'm gonna get up out of here because frankly, I've been here for a while, dude. I've been on here for a while, and we're going to just have to find out, man. We're just going to have to find out what this team's all about. I guess we're going to have to play the waiting game, see what's up. But yeah, not happy. I'm not happy with this move, and nobody can convince me until we do something about it. But right now, no, not happy with this move, and I will not be happy until we find a way to make this right in the draft or in trade. But no. But anyway, I trust Howie, and hopefully he'll get it done. Appreciate y'all for coming on as always. Like and subscribe as always. Flag was fly. Appreciate Desert 09 for popping in when he had a chance. Go Birds, and see what Howie Roseman got, bro. Let's see what Howie Roseman gets, and let's see what he does in this draft. He better be starting cooking, that's for sure. CJ's a Houston Texan, and life is life, I guess. Go Birds.